Showtime!
10 seconds flat.
Falcon! Punch! Well, this sucks. You are nothing to me!
Boo!
Wait, what's going on?
This is the intro.
No
I
podcast.
can't believe this.
Wait, I didn't even know we were starting. I just
We're
heard him starting
back.
to sing over
Episode
here.
6, and we're already out of ideas how to introduce ourselves. Welcome,
Hey,
everyone.
then you know what? As even a fellow listener, maybe you guys should just stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it was a long week. Well, anyways,
It has
people
been-
of the earth, welcome back to Chibi No Podcast, episode 6. If you don't know, if this is your first episode, Chibi No Podcast is a podcast where we talk about anime, video games, comics, anything we love. What it is, Diego.
Oh man, it's been a long week, and it's been one I've been excited for with all this news that's going around, guys.
For sure.
It's been like
So
an
good.
overwhelming amount. Oh, hi guys, it's Miles.
Well, let me introduce
Wait,
everyone.
let's
then.
introduce.
Oh,
We haven't done that yet.
All right. So, as always, you already heard from the little big Diego, the big lover. And, of
Yeah.
course, the other
Osito.
voice that talked was our tech guy, Miles. How you doing, Miles?
How's it going, guys? Good seeing you. I always look forward to seeing you guys on Friday. Sparkle my
course.
weekend.
And what could I introduce you to?
I'm
You're my nana to my popo, David, the only one, the only.
what? Well, that's only if we switch out and then I
Okay.
become player number 1.
Right.
I'm the Smash fan, David.
How you doing? And, of course, me, myself, the brony, I don't even know where I belong to anywhere, Jose Oliver.
No. You gotta say you're the homie to every brony.
I'm the homie to everybody, but brony's particularly
No,
bro.
homie to every brony because it sounds cool.
So everybody's been doing good?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
dude! I am so
I'm-
happy this weekend came. I've been
I'm
needing to catch
excited
up
for
on
this.
Sleep,
It's been crazy, dude.
dude. I was up all night playing Outlast.
We'll talk about
Nice.
that. We'll give you a little second, a couple
Yeah.
seconds to talk about that.
Yeah.
Shitting
But dude,
myself.
I want to
at home.
introduce something. So let's get right into the news. That's always our first segment, and I want to say something as the fighting guy here, the one that loves the fighting games. Evo just announced their top lineup for the Evo 2014, the biggest fighting tournament. Guess what's going to be on it?
Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct's going to be on it.
I'm so stoked for that.
Ultra Street Fighter 4 is going to be, I don't know if they're going to release it beforehand, but it's definitely going to be there as one of the games you could play.
Wait.
Yeah, that's for certain.
Yeah, that's for
I
sure.
like to watch
Okay.
more like Street Fighter 3.
So let me just run you down. So there's Killer Instinct, Ultra Street Fighter, Persona 4,
Okay, I got
I
it.
think.
Answered me.
No, actually, Blaze Blue, Chrono Phantasm is going to be there. Injustice is going to be there. Smash Brothers, however,
Has not been said, which
Yes.
I'm pretty sure is not going to go in there. If they haven't said anything by
Probably
far.
because they have their own big tournament, right, dude? Like
Well, they
their
have.
well, that's not Nintendo though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See, what happened last year was that Nintendo was at the very last second after the Smash Brothers fans had so much money to have the game in there. Nintendo was like, you know what? If you're gonna do that, you can't stream our game. So they're like, what the freak?
They're kind of losing a big
Yeah. So
audience. I'm just saying.
eventually, they're like, you know what? You could do it. So this time, Evo people, they were been talking to Nintendo to have everything okay from the get go, but they're like, well, we'll think about it. So I mean, that's
Interesting.
kind of dumb.
A little
People
bit,
loved Smash Brothers there. It definitely made a really great impact on Evo, and a lot of people were like, the commentators loved it. Hopefully it comes back. Hopefully Nintendo's not dumb and actually brings it back.
Yeah. So that's why I'm still have my fingers crossed it's going to come in.
I'm excited. I think they should be in there and they should stream because it's a different gameplay, obviously, and from like it's basically you can come back from anything. You know, like we've seen videos of people playing and they come back from getting two losses and they take all three and win. Whereas other fighting games is like, not many people can do that well. So that's what I like about Smash.
Am
And
I
I think
hearing random music in the background? Is that just
No.
somebody's cell phone going off?
so probably, but
I
don't worry
didn't know
about
if we're
it.
having Final Fantasy going off again.
So I mean, yeah, it'd be smart for Nintendo to do. We just hopefully they make it. It was smart last year. It'll be smart this year, especially with maybe a new Smash Bros. Coming in. So aside from that, Killer Instinct. I have some other different kinds of news for this one. Killer
Excited
Instinct.
for this one.
Well, Orchid could be replaced with Thunder, but Killer Instinct developer Double Helix just got bought out by Amazon
Which is weird.
Games.
That
I
is
th-
really weird.
Yes, out
I
of
read
nowhere.
about that too.
If they were on sale, why didn't Microsoft pick them up? They made a freaking awesome
Well,
game.
they've never really been part of Microsoft. Microsoft's just kind of made them that first party like exclusives, but they've never been.
I know,
like,
but they
first
could have picked them
party.
up because they did such a good game with Killer Instinct. And this is the other weird part. They already announced that they're not going to be developing Season 2 for it.
They have to be in contract for that.
It's going to be somebody else. They already said.
Well, as long as I get the rest of the characters, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're going to get the Season 1. You're going to get everything they promised. But
Okay.
for Season 2, if there's going to be a Season 2, which hopefully
I
they
hope there
have.
because there's a lot of characters we
Yeah,
see,
and
a lot.
there
People
should
don't
be,
know.
yeah.
There's a
If
lot.
fighting games don't get what's it called, the help from the developers, like if they don't keep publishing things out, the fandom dies.
It's
Only
up to
the
Microsoft. to
only the
keep it going.
hardcores of fans will do, and with Ultra Street Fighter coming 4 or Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasm, that could really hurt them. But I mean, hopefully that turns out pretty good as well.
Hopefully.
Have you heard also with this? I was just reading it that the Amazon's also wanting to release its own Android-based game console.
Well, they've been talking about that for
Yeah.
a while.
Well, yeah, they've been talking about, but I think buying out
Double
the
Helix.
Double Helix is
Oh, they
giving them
want it.
an even bigger push.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
hell yeah, they want
To
that
do it.
easily.
It'll be huge.
But I think it's cool that Orchid's coming. I mean, that's my girl.
A
So
lot of
that's
people-
free to
Yeah, a
people
lot
that
of
haven't
people-
played it yet.
A lot of people are Orchid fans.
Yeah.
And even though Jago got a lot of crap because he's like the only free one, I mean, he is a very big character. for a lot of people too.
And the thing is, when it's a free character, that's all you play as, and then obviously you're gonna get good because we were playing online. Everyone was Jago, and they were kicking out trash.
Yeah, Jago's actually
I don't know
a good
about
character.
you.
I don't know
Well,
about me.
That
They
was
were
champion.
a challenge. They were a challenge at least, though. You know what I mean?
Nobody wanted to play me. I couldn't find anything. So let's get going. Keep it Xbox related. Forza 5's releasing 5 to 10 new cars on February 5th.
They did, so they already released them. Miles, did you play any of them? Did you?
I haven't downloaded it yet.
No.
No, I've been busy trying to catch up on my games. 'Cause I know that we got games coming out this month and next.
Well,
so I've
do
been
you know
really
what
picky.
cars they are?
Oh, I gave you a list.
Nah, it's
I don't
all right.
remember
It's
the
just a
list.
car
It was in
game,
the best
people.
We can post it up
People love
later.
it. Well, I thought. Okay, anyway.
It's all good, man. We don't need to know like what type of cars
The
they
one
have.
I know is like one of the new Maseratis is coming, but
If it's free, like I would be naming every car, but it's probably not free, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go with the Titanfall
I'll
news.
download it soon.
Miles,
What?
lead us down the
Titanfall
road
news.
of Titanfall. Make
Titanfall.
it quick.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Titanfall, the beta. From the leak stuff that we have, it's supposedly coming on. I think we talked about this actually last week. We hinted at it, but
Mhm.
should be coming February 14th on Valentine's Day. So if you're hopefully in a relationship with a gamer chick, it's probably awesome. But
It's a good day for us single guys.
oh, there you go too. Yeah,
Forever
so-
alone.
But with our mechs,
Sad.
Oh my lord. Anyway, so yeah, they mentioned that the signups you don't need a pre-order,
hmm
and it will be code based.
Yeah.
Which kind of worries me a little bit because of the alpha. I don't know how limited or restricted it's going to be, if they're going to only let certain people out on certain days. So maybe we can get on the 15th, maybe Dave gets on the 16th, that kind of thing. And they also mentioned on one more note on the Titanfall is that they pushed the release date for the Xbox 360
I was going to tell you right now.
from the 11th to the 25th. David, what were you going to say?
Yeah.
what?
You look like you're about ready to just jump in with exciting
No, I wasn't.
news.
No, I have no exciting
then,
news.
you,
But
then you threw the wrench
like
on his
they-
plans.
like
You're
they
gonna
were-
jump with
Titanfall.
Stretch.
like I remember they also released that they're wanting to get as many people as possible. Like I said, you need to sign up for it like you did with the alpha. And as of right now, I don't know if it's changed the last 24 hours, but there's no way to sign up yet as of right now.
Yeah, we don't know how they're doing codes.
They'll
yet.
release something new.
It'll
Yeah.
But
probably
it's-
be like
and-
Monday.
I'm guessing Tuesday because of the game
It's-
Tuesday.
yeah,
you know?
That's true.
And it's all based on if it does come out on the
Could be.
14th. I mean, that's still the rumor. There hasn't been an official date
Yeah,
set.
And that was also a picture from the UK.
Yeah.
Who knows? We could even get it earlier, for all we know.
Usually the UK gets it everything a week early.
Mm.
They get all our
They
superhero
always get
movies a
stuff
week
week
early.
late.
Well, for games, I think only like
later.
Sony gets stuff earlier over there. Some games, but Xbox Ones get first thing over here.
Well,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Final Fantasy the 13 Lightning Returns. That's coming out a week after the US release.
Yeah,
Oh,
But I've noticed that they usually
it depends on the games too.
Yeah, it gets them games because sometimes they'll get them a week after, or if we get them Tuesday, they'll get them Friday. I've
Yeah.
noticed it's weird.
Yeah, they release stuff on Fridays. Yeah.
Yeah. I wish
So-
ours kind of did that in a way. We get actually a weekend to play a game. Instead of just sitting at work, and you're just waiting, just do. Come on, 5 o'clock. Come on, 5 o'clock. Then you get home, then you have to
5
go
o'clock.
pick up your game. It's just,
That's true.
Sucks. And then you have work tomorrow after
What?
playing for 2 hours. It
Oh,
sucks.
Miles. Also, with the Xbox, did you download the new update that just came in?
the February one.
That thing's still collecting dust. But anyway, it does have. I am on the standby,
Okay.
so it should have already been updated.
All right.
Xbox
Also-
One listeners do not want to hear that it's collecting dust.
Well, I'm sorry, there's no games on it.
I
yet.
don't care.
I can't remember. I just
Seems
remember.
buggy.
So with that update, well, there was a Call of Duty update. If you play Call of Duty in the
Yeah.
Xbox, that has been having some problem with some multiplayer maps.
Are you talking about the Call of Duty Ghost
Yes.
update passing?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Did you hear what was what was having issues exactly?
It was I can't remember the name of the map. It was one map in particular, and other maps basically the frame rate was dipping all the way to 30.
It was going below 30. At
Yes,
times.
Whoa.
for
That's
that map.
bad.
For that
Really?
map, yeah. For
And as we all know, it's Call of Duty. That's bad.
yeah, for one map, but for the other maps, you still had like hiccups, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I mean, they get onto fixing that pretty soon.
And on a side note, Battlefield's still broken too. So enjoy your military shooter.
And
people.
also, I forgot to say this, but there were complaints
bomb.
for Killer Instinct that I just remember right now. The people were getting sent to jail, quote unquote jail, without even disconnecting. Like if somebody
You mean that jail
disconnected,
mode?
yeah, if somebody disconnected on you were gonna get sent to jail mode as well.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And-
they can fix that.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a
but
bug.
still, that's something
And
that shouldn't
it was
happen.
taking
Is that a
forever.
glitch then? Is that wasn't meant to happen?
No, it wasn't meant to happen. But I don't. This wasn't with the Xbox One. This was with the Killer Instinct thing. That they just, I think it was with the Spinal release. And also the other thing that was happening was that you weren't able to get ranked matches. Hopefully they fixed that by now. I haven't heard anything though that they have.
I hope they make it easier to join ranked matches because we always had to do. It wasn't ranked. What was it?
Random.
That's the only way you could get matches. But ranked, we can never get in a game. I
Yeah.
think David got one game, but he waited.
Yeah.
10
I don't
minutes.
even
Like I said,
remember.
I was there for 10 minutes and I didn't get a game at
Yeah,
all.
he's the only one that got a game.
Yeah.
because we got done.
Yeah.
We just were just chatting.
But that was also like the week when they
That was a
launched.
day.
That
Yeah.
was
That was a
launch
week
week.
of launch.
That was launch week. Yeah.
Hopefully
So we haven't tried
everything's
it yet.
fixed by now.
Better be.
Poor Xbox One.
No, that's all good.
Well, it's okay. We have time for
So let's talk about some new games coming out. Strider.
Oh, that's all-
Are you going to get it, Miles?
the reboot.
Yes,
I'm going to get it on
and
the PS4
It well, yeah, I'm
because
gonna,
that's the only thing I have.
well, okay. Here's the thing too. It's like I've been liking. I think I mentioned this. I like the PS4 controller better for everything
Else.
else.
Than
It's still
first
good.
person
I've been
shooter.
liking
Yeah.
it shooters. I
Yeah.
do. I mean, the
Yeah.
Xbox is still a little bit more better for comfortability, for my opinion. That's just me.
Yeah,
of
you're
course.
just more accustomed to it.
I'm more accustomed with all the years from Halo, but Strider and it's a side-scrolling. I just rather play that with the D-pad on the PS4 and the mechanical. I don't know. That's just me.
I feel you.
That comes out. What were you gonna say?
Who was developing that? Wasn't that Double Helix themselves as well?
I thought it was, but they.
I'm pretty sure it was Double Helix as well.
I think so.
Well, there's an interesting thing about Strider. Was I think it comes is a day or 2 days earlier than all the others
On
for Strider.
Well, it comes out on the 19th.
Right, but the Xbox One is no.
Oh.
I think it's like the 21st.
I don't
or
know.
22nd. It's not 19th for Xbox One, so
That's
you
weird.
It's
Okay.
only a few days. Whip-de-doo, but
oh,
Still, that's
that's,
weird.
that's Sony money right there.
just give woo,
I
how much do you think it cost them for 2 days exclusivity? You know?
I think they just got it just by luck.
Yeah. So I'm excited for it though. Do you know how much it's gonna be?
Probably 15.
Yeah, if it's any more than that,
actually,
they can
might be
suck
more.
it.
It'd be really good price point for 15.
Yeah, if it's any more than that,
20
they can
maybe.
suck it.
Maybe.
If it's 20 plus, I'll wait for it to get on PlayStation
The
Plus for
PlayStation
free.
Plus. I see what you did there.
there.
Diego, why don't you tell us how you feel about what do you want to talk about, Diego? You've been quiet right now.
I want to talk about Akira Toriyama introduces Goku's mother.
Oh, I cannot wait for this news.
I found this out on Instagram. Surprisingly, I follow this guy who just puts up things about Dragon Ball Z, and he's like, "Yeah, they're introducing his mother. Her name is like Gina or Gino or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And it's apparently, it might be like a manga that he's just gonna have a little.
Yeah, it's a
short
manga.
bit.
It's a
and
manga.
then I've heard rumors, but I'm not sure if it's true yet. It might be just like a little special episode, like the episode of Bardock when Bardock becomes a Super
My
Saiyan.
guy
Probably
in
a one
Spanish. I got this like way early before anybody on the internet. Like,
Spanish, yeah, I saw that already, too.
I posted to David. My guy is legit. He found this out before anybody else.
What was also on the side note on news of Dragon Ball Z, when people were talking about Akira Toriyama, they were asking about if he was making another movie. But right now, he is not.
He's probably writing it.
What they said, he's not. He has
He's
any
not doing
plans for a
anything.
movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and he said if there was going to be a movie, he wants Vegeta to be the main character this time.
I'll watch
so if
that
he was
movie.
going to be a Super Saiyan God, he's going to do it.
Yeah,
and
man.
I want him to do it because I want Vegeta to be Super Saiyan God.
Are
He'll
we
play
gonna
the
go
main role, but at the end, Goku will come and
Oh,
Goku
yeah,
take
still
over.
everything again. He'll
That
find
always happens.
he'll find
I'm
a
sorry.
needle or a worm, and then he'll.
The worm will stop him.
I wanted to go back to the Akira Toriyama news. I
Okay.
think it comes out in April.
The
manga?
manga?
The manga for that one. For that one. But the thing is,
I think so, yeah.
I want to ask your guys' opinion on one thing on this.
Okay.
So we all know it's kind of rare. Or it is it is extremely rare that Saiyans have an intimate relationship.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
mostly,
yeah.
He talked about it on the
yeah,
post.
Saiyans are more. They only do it for reproduction, you know. So they're not really. I guess like
In a sense, it's kind of like the new Superman
they're not
movie.
like humans. They don't really have that huge like sex addict or the relation part of like living with
It's more
someone all
for the
time,
It's not about love. It's more for like the people
It's
kids.
It's for
reproduction.
procreation,
They're-
basically.
they're
That's all it
just-
is for.
Yeah, they're just going to strict battling race. They don't really care
Yeah.
too much about other than that.
Yeah.
But this one, Akira Toriyama even mentioned that this one is actually Bardock and them love each other.
Yes.
So I'm excited to learn about
He
that.
saves her a couple of times, and
Yeah.
she's in the same squad as he is.
No, you're talking about what's her name? That's
Fasha.
not her. Yeah, that's not her.
No.
That's
No.
not the wife.
He does say she fought on a 14-person together with Bardock.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
fine. I'm
so-
just saying that's not the person.
Oh,
he was
yeah, it's
thinking
not
of.
the one in the movie. Yeah, that's right. And then they say that since she wasn't cut out as a warrior, she went into the meat distribution
healing.
part.
Oh yeah, she did meat.
Which I really wanna know like why that came into his mind to put him into that. I was like,
It's- Maybe that's why Goku likes his meat so much. I don't know.
Hopefully they change that because I would like it for her to be healing stuff because that would just sound cooler.
In
Because
a-
meat
but
distribution
there
is
weren't
so
any
stupid.
healing saints.
No,
were
there
there?
weren't.
There's
Yeah.
not. Yeah, there's nothing like that. They had
that's
the
the
tubes
technology,
for it.
She
Yeah.
could give out sensu beans.
There's no
They're not
sense
on
of being on
Earth.
Planet Vegeta. What are you
But
talking
hey,
about?
in Akira, we trust, right?
Yeah.
So the one thing I want to ask,
I salute you.
this was a question I wanted to ask was,
Okay.
would you guys feel comfortable if it's just like a one shot kind of design, or would you guys kind of like
A story?
collaboration a bit?
You want like a season?
I want something where, what would you guys want?
I
like
would-
10 chapters. I'd probably 10 chapters.
I'd be happy
Okay.
either.
That's
or.
what I was thinking about. 10.
I would say a manga volume.
I
At
want-
least one.
yeah.
At
What
least
about-
one.
What about you, Jose?
Either or. I think he has. He's good enough to make either or good as it is.
Okay, you know, like the Trunks or the Bardock, how we have
Yeah.
like an hour and a half movie. I
Yeah.
want there to be enough chapters where you could do like a
Like a
set of
series?
ovas or a movie of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they'll adopt it to an anime.
I think it'd be
Yeah.
the smartest thing. Well, not the smartest. One of the easiest things probably for him to do would be an OVA. Take his time, do
Like
it
episode of
how he
Bardock.
wants to do it.
kind of like the Bardock special.
Yes.
That was tight.
But the
That
Bardock
was
one
cool.
he didn't write though, was it? It was his
he-
his
predecessor.
He
something like
wrote
that.
it. He just didn't draw it.
Oh yeah, she
Okay.
did it. She
Predecessor.
drew it, yeah.
All right.
She's a good artist. Though.
Very good. Too. Very similar to Kira.
Very. Just you can see his little nose and facial.
Yeah. It's definitely like
It's very
Cell Saga
spot.
style.
Anyways,
Speaking of Goku, PS4 has a new headset. You like that segue? That was tight.
It looks sick. What is it called? The Gold Edition?
Golden trophies,
Well, that's
Sony
a
wireless.
stupid name, but it's blue and black.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's called
yeah.
like the PlayStation Gold headset or the
Yeah.
Gold Edition or something.
Yes.
The Gold
That
Edition.
sounds
headset.
stupid.
The gold trophy
But-
edition headset,
Dude, did you see the price on that?
$99.
Yeah, 7.1 wireless Bluetooth.
I wonder if it's gonna be better than the one that they have right now,
Pulse?
because a lot of people love those
The
headphones.
Pulse?
Yeah, the Pulse,
Yeah.
the Pulse Elite.
Yeah,
People
those are-
swear by them.
Yes, they do. I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess we'll
I haven't
further
tried it.
reviews.
I want to try them out just to test out because they said that bass impact on those headphones amazing.
Really?
And
They love it.
They say it's crystal clear. Like this is right on their thing. Crystal clear voice chat.
Well, these are actually replacing the Pulse. This is actually the new Pulse. They just have a different name now.
Kind of. We don't.
No.
We don't know
Sony
if.
mentioned
We don't
that,
know
but
if they
they're
have the
replacing
Pulse technology in them.
them. No, I know. They're just saying that's replacing the Pulse line. Is what I read.
I
My,
don't.
my money is
what
that
I
they're
read.
gonna release a platinum, a platinum edition of them. That's why they went gold first.
That makes sense.
If you know your PlayStation,
They're
you know
gonna
that there's gold
I don't
and
know.
then
They're
platinum.
gonna make a crystal one too.
Crystal.
Is that Pokemon?
I don't want more trophies. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Price range, I say, is they nailed it on that one.
Yeah, $100.
Alrighty, so let's talk about Sonic, people. David, how you feel about the new
Oh,
Sonic?
we're
Okay.
gonna
I'm
talk
gonna
about this.
talk about this.
Don't-
Alright, so a while back there was a rumor that there was gonna be a new Sonic game coming out for Xbox One, PS4 in 2015. That-
Wasn't it Wednesday they announced it? Or was it
Yes, but
Thursday?
there was
Okay,
like
but the
rumors.
rumor was before that,
I'm
and
just
then the
saying.
rumor came in, and then they had the
Truth
whole
came out.
Yeah,
and then they had the whole release that they're having a new Sonic.
Show and video game,
and
which
video
is a
game.
prequel to the show.
And then, so I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be cool. They're gonna do something great." And then before I saw the video, they said
the
that they
pictures.
said that no. Before that, I read that they were gonna try and appeal to more Western audiences. When I read that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, what are they gonna do?" I click on it, and for the first minute, you don't see anything, and then all of a sudden, you see Tails, Amy, Knuckles, and Sonic. The first thing I noticed is like, who the heck is that buff triangle? Oh, that's Knuckles. What the freak?
It's called Sonic Boom.
Yeah, Sonic Boom.
And
The old song.
he looks so huge, Knuckles. I'm like, why is he buffed up?
Remember this?
Yeah, Sonic CD.
Sonic CD, Sonic Boom.
Back in the days when Sonic was actually good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the animation in this trailer was amazing.
Now-
Flawless for its time. But
All I'm going to
continue
say
on to
again,
Sonic Boom.
I'm going to say this to Miles, and he's going to love me for saying this. See what happens when you change the look of somebody that you grew up playing and
I am
love?
pissed.
See, this
While the gameplay remains the same? It's kind of like what they did with Devil May Cry, you
I
know?
not freak out on Facebook, you guys. How mad was I? There was exclamations and cap locks, and they were legit.
No.
You went off Facebook on us.
No, you should have heard it because I was talking with Diego about it when I said, watch this. If Miles gets pissed off, I'm going to bring up, didn't someone say they like the gameplay of the new game? What's that?
That's how I felt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, what happened?
From Drake and Josh.
But Miles, it isn't about how he looks, it's about the gameplay. If the gameplay's still the
I'm gonna
same,
smack you.
that's what you told me about Devil
See,
May
that's-
I
Cry.
will dumb no smack you over there. I will
Dude,
extend
no.
my hand.
I was playing this conversation in my head on Wednesday. I was like,
You probably know I
I
was
can't
gonna be
wait.
mad.
Oh, yeah. No, I knew what
I'm
Jose was
livid.
going to say.
I'm livid.
I knew Jose was going to be like, oh, did you say something about my Devil May Cry before and say not to cry about it but worry about the gameplay? Dude, they make Sonic look like a hipster.
At least the Japanese animators made it this one. This is a Westerners chapter and make it look like a freaking American
What are you talking about?
cartoon.
Devil May Cry was made by
Ninja Theory.
Ninja Theory. They're from over here, not over there.
Not all of them.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
the lead designer was not from over there.
That's what he meant. But let's go off of what they look like. So Sonic, he has like rags on
Sonic
his
is not the
shoes,
worst,
and
actually.
He looks like Nathan Drake.
That's what
But
they've said. They've
tall
said that.
Sonic Nathan Drake.
He has that scarf and he has bandages
He has
for
a-
some reason. His legs
Just
are
to
all
make him look
longer.
cool.
He has a Paul hipster.
Yeah,
scarf.
he has
Okay.
a
Sorry,
hipster
Paul.
look
Hold
on
on.
him.
How about we
could
rate
it
them from best to worst? Who looks the best and who looks the worst?
Knuckles
From what
is the worst
Sonic?
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think Tails looks the best.
Tails
Tails
looks the
looks
best.
tight, and then
Tails,
Amy's alright. She's
then
the middle.
Amy
That's
looks the
Sonic,
same
Knuckles.
to me, basically.
No,
They didn't change her that
She looks
much.
a little bit more nimble.
But she
and
looks
more
like she's more,
powerful.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
She looks like
Yeah.
she's actually gonna fight. Like in the other ones, like in Sonic Adventure 2, she was
She
always in
had
dress.
to fight.
And in one and before that, when you did play her, she was still in her dress. She didn't look like she was
kinda-
fighting.
She looked less annoying, but I'm pretty sure she can be just as annoying.
We gotta see.
I will say this: the animation looks great, though.
Did you guys watch the trailer?
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
I'll play it though. I don't care. I'll
It looks
play
like Knuckles skipped leg day. Bad.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what they did with
It
him.
looks like Knuckles just worked out on his. What is
it's-
this muscle called, Miles? You know this. What is this called? The traps? Yeah, it looked like he
It,
worked
it looks
just on
like
that.
this. It looks like you put a croissant and then you put like two little toothpicks on the bottom. That's what it looks like. It's
Yeah.
like,
You know what? He just kind of
Yeah, yeah.
just kind of reminded me of like Garth from Wayne's World when he gets like the donuts with the toothpicks and make the monster. He's trying to describe that as Knuckles.
No, have you guys played that WCW like game on the N64?
Yeah, that's
He looked
awesome.
exactly like one of the guys that Jose would have used to play. Pony Boy.
Mine actually have legs though.
yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
Chicken
from
legs.
from all the funny stuff aside, but does the game look pretty cool? Like, look cool.
Well,
It
it
looks
wasn't-
like Sonic Heroes
yeah,
too.
yeah.
I liked the gameplay that I saw.
I like Knuckles how he's climbing like.
Yeah, that was cool.
Oh, I can't remember, Jose. I don't know if you read this, but some of the people that did some work on the Uncharted games actually is helping develop this.
Yeah, and that's why they say maybe they put that scarf in.
It's kind of Naughty Dog.
Yeah,
risque.
Naughty Dog.
So I'm just anyway, but
That's cool. I like that.
you know, this is the only way I can accept it. If I look at it, if I look at it as like this is just Sonic like grown up, he's gotten older. You know, maybe not like in his teens anymore. Then it's a little okay, but
Okay.
I am just, oh my gosh, Sonic is.
I want to know
Sonic,
how Eggman is gonna look.
Did you not see? There's a trailer for it for the TV show. Eggman looks kind of like Knuckles. He's like, kind
Yeah,
of
he's
way
skinny
always
stomach.
like
Oh
that
my
though.
gosh.
He's always been
But
like
he was
that.
like he had a whole
No, but he
round
was
body.
like he was like
He was
fat.
like an egg.
He,
Oh,
had a
yeah.
skinny, he has a skinny waist. He's like Knuckles.
Really?
Like the same croissant body.
It's
thing.
weird.
I guess it just hurts because like Sonic, how there's Sonic Mario. Who did you like? I mean, I grew up with Sonic. and it's
Sonic.
just- I don't
Yeah,
want him.
that's-
It's
that's
25 years.
That's like if they remade Mario to Westerners. How bad would that be?
to what?
That's if it's like they remade Mario to Westerners.
Like
How
if they
bad would
sent
they look?
Well, they've redone Mario, but I always felt they've
No.
done it right every time they've
No,
done
no,
it.
no, 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 no. That's not what he's saying.
It like Naughty Dog or like a Western developer develop a Mario game. Maybe if they change the look, that's what Diego was trying to say.
How bad would that be to you?
That
That'd
would-
be bad.
You know,
I
give it
think
a few iterations, I might get more comfortable with it, but I'm never going to accept it.
Yeah.
Before we go on to the next piece of news, I just want to leave a question with all of you. Why okay, Sonic is really
Iconic.
popular. He's iconic to this.
Yeah.
Why would they say they want to appeal to more Western audiences?
Because the Japanese games have been crap.
Well, basically because Japanese market has been going down.
It has
Especially
been
for
going down,
Sonic, though.
but do you really think the style that they're doing would appeal? Do you honestly think anyone who
No.
hasn't played video games would that appeal to them? Oh, he has a scarf. I wear a scarf. I want to play.
Yeah, but you
Like,
gotta
what-
look at it. Maybe their target audience here is the kids.
If I really had to theorize on this,
Yeah.
I think what they need is they're doing a fresh take because it makes people either furious like me, but at the same time it makes you intrigued.
Yeah.
And they need something new with Sonic because the games have been crap. Like, I'm sorry, I don't know why. It's not that hard, guys. Either make another Sonic Generation type game or make a Sonic Adventure. I mean, those are what's sold. I don't know what's so
They
hard.
were
Or another
amazing.
Sonic Colors 2. I mean, there's your profit.
But
They
at
just-
least give it to Sega because they're trying. I mean, look at poor Mega Man. He hasn't come out in a game in a while.
He'll be in Smash. He'll redeem himself.
Anyways, that's a long topic of Sonic. Sorry about that.
Oh my goodness, where to go next? Let's go Marvel Comics. Did you guys read about this?
Yeah,
Some of the artists of the
yeah.
Marvel comic are gonna come star for Superman.
he's like the biggest one, and he's gonna go draw Superman.
Well,
For-
you know
for
that
DC.
happens. They trade back and forth,
Well, they said-
editors and all that. But I was surprised when I read about this.
But didn't they say that he worked on the crossover of Marvel and DC superheroes? Wasn't that him?
I can't remember.
If he did, he was a great artist. It doesn't matter. Those were great.
Yeah, well, some people were in the forums and stuff like that were like, "What is this?" Some of the newer people, anyways, that don't realize that this actually happens quite often.
It's very common.
Yeah,
Okay.
the people trade, editors trade, and all that. But I mean, Superman's been okay so far. Maybe I'll check it out. I don't know.
Do you like his armor?
the
Superman
nano
has
suit?
armor.
The
Isn't
nano
he
suit?
armor? Isn't he the Man of Steel?
Yeah,
Kind of ironic.
He
isn't
has
it?
armor. I see the picture right
it's
here. It looks
a
like
nano
armor.
suit. It's a nano suit.
Yeah, it's armor. I don't like it.
Yeah, you know they're trying
Superman
to
with armor.
they're trying to switch things up over here. Actually, this just reminded me. I finished watching Justice League War, the brand new DC movie that came out.
Was it good?
It was amazing. I loved
I
it.
like DC.
Now,
It's always good.
this is something that kind of relates to our last episode. So if you want to know how we feel about this, go check that out. The English dub for some characters and for some scenes was horrible. They were kind of like for Cyborg, when he becomes Cyborg, he's like, "Dad, you hate me? Oh, why do you hate me so much?" It was kind of like that bad.
Bland.
Yes. They have new people doing it. Like for Wonder Woman, she's like, "What is ice cream? Ooh, let me go get some ice cream." Stuff like that. Overall, but like it kind of grows on you because this is a brand new people that are learning their stuff. Like Batman is not Kevin. What's his name? The usual Batman voice, Kevin Conroy.
I think it's something like that. I can't remember.
And somebody else. And at the beginning, I was like, "This is not Batman." But by the end of it, I'm like, "That's good." But overall, like, I want to listen to the
It grows in
Spanish
you. It has to
version
grow in
to
you.
see how it goes. But to go back to the point that I was trying to make, sometimes just because it's on that language doesn't make it the best translation or the best dub.
Yeah.
This kind of proved.
Have you heard the other ones yet?
I haven't
Is there
heard
a
the Spanish
Japanese
one. I don't think there's a Japanese one. I want to listen to the Spanish one. The Spanish ones are usually good, but the movie was rock. Oh, the movie was so solid. If they can make the Justice League movie kind of like this, it was amazing, dude.
Who was the best one that had their voice dubbed? If you had to say, so that our listeners can know.
Green Lantern. Even though this Green Lantern's younger and like more comic relief than the Hal Jordan that I know, but he was still fun.
So he's still Hal Jordan.
Yeah, but this is more like a Flash meets Hal Jordan. Like he does a lot of like comedy stuff.
Huh.
Oh, that's
Because
cool.
wasn't Barry kind of a smart aleck as well?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
But I think this is Barry. Barry's in this one is a little bit more down to earth. But
No.
go check it out. I mean, it's a solid movie. You guys should watch it. I'll let you guys borrow it. And the cool thing about this is that they said that they're gonna do the Marvel thing just in the DC comic book movies on the animated side, where everything's kind of gonna relate.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's cool.
All right, let's travel to the east. To K-pop, to all my K-pop
I
people.
looked at this article
What you? Okay, do you listen to K-pop, Miles?
when you guys play it.
Okay,
So no.
so basically,
I don't mind it when it's on at all.
let's do. I
like
want to make
J-
this
I
one.
like J-pop better though.
Okay, I want to make this one a quick one then, and I'm gonna give you kind of a rundown. Korean fans from Korea, they're kind of crazy when it comes to this thing. They don't like things to be too sexualized. So when something is like sexualized, it's like so. Even to me, that I watch a lot of the videos, like I'm surprised by. I'm like, oh, what? How did
Yeah, I
that
read the
happen?
article, watched the videos, like, what? This is like PG to America.
Yes.
It's like rated G almost.
I thought this though before you go on. Sorry to cut you off.
No worries.
Is the way that they do their dances? I think in my opinion, is more sexy than what they do here. Because here,
What are you talking about? It wasn't sexy
listen to
enough.
this.
No,
There's
but-
a lot of listen here. In America, they show a lot less. They do a lot more like grinding and like air humping stuff.
Twerking.
Here, but like if you see the choreography that the K-pop groups do, I think they're really more sexy because they leave a little more to the imagination. And I kind of I see that. Like I saw like in one of the little pictures that they show, like I thought it was really cool. They had like a little zipper on their skirt
Oh,
that
that
they
was so
zip
sexy.
up.
Oh, you saw that?
And
one?
that was
Yeah,
I
well,
saw
you guys
that.
sent me the article. I have to talk about these things.
I saw that and I was like, what the heck? And that's something I've never ever seen, and it really caught my eye. So they do all these like kind of new innovative
Be sexy
things.
without showing too much.
Yeah, and they're really good
which
at
is
it.
good.
And actually, that's a very good point. This brings me up. Say what you want about him, but Psy,
Mhm.
Yeah.
K-pop, his chicks. Oh my lord,
Oh,
man!
yeah.
There was that part with there was a really
Yeah.
okay.
You don't even know they have
But-
it. I took Diego down the black hole on this
I don't
one.
want
There's
to
the
know
dark
what
side.
Oh no! Stop teaching him your ways, David.
That's not my way. That's
You're
this
the dark side of talker.
No,
Remember we
yeah, but
confirmed
K-
this last. He confirmed it. Yes, he said it. He
K-pop-
said yes.
K-pop, everything K-pop that goes to Jose.
Yeah.
He is the king of K-pop.
And I don't even sing.
He's the one with those creepy pillows. I bet.
Just
No,
so Paul
no, no,
knows,
no.
you're the king of K-pop.
But no, what I wanted to mention was it was on the I was doing homework and the TV was on 13 and it was I think it was an American Idol finale.
Okay.
And he came on and I heard the
Oh.
beat and I'm like, this is a cool beat. What is this? And I turned and it's Psy out of all people. I'm like, wait, what? And then all these girls just started doing that gentleman dun, 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 and I'm
Brown
just
eyed
watching it.
girl.
I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
And like my homework was not important right there for the next 3 minutes. And I was just watching the dance and the girls. I'm just like, oh, wow, this
Dude,
is awesome.
those
And they
Korean
weren't
girls
wearing
are
a
hot.
lot. They weren't wearing a lot, but the moves were just
They probably did it
Oh, the girls
for
were
Western
gorgeous.
guys.
Just right.
so,
just right.
Just right.
They're
So-
beautiful.
Miles, not Miles, sorry, Jose.
Yep.
From what you've seen from these K-pop groups, what is it that makes them that you think that they're thinking that they're too sexy? Like, what
Nipple.
is it that you saw? Because
Well,
you see a lot more videos
okay.
than me or Diego or Jose.
right.
I mean,
Well,
Miles. My bad. So Jose, what
I'm
is
not Jose. I'm white.
Jose? So what do you think was the point where they're like, all right, that's enough?
Right. Well, the thing is that most of the girl groups, they don't really do the sexy stuff. They do more of the cute stuff. So whenever they see something sexy, they're like, whoa, what the, like I said, like even myself, I'm like, whoa, hold on a second. So basically what they're saying is the moves and the rules say that they can like get down on the stage or
Yeah.
they can't touch themselves or stuff like that. I'm like, well, okay, understandable because
They
K-pop
better.
is really big over there and a lot of
Well,
kids watch
It is Korea.
Yeah, and like, but I mean, I've seen other videos from other groups that have probably been,
Worse.
well,
Dude,
again,
that-
they're
I've
not
seen
that
a
bad,
one.
but yeah.
I've seen
No,
a-
that-
Compared to like, what
yeah.
about comparing it to J-pop? I mean, J-pop's a little
J-pop is more cute. Like everything
Cute,
is
yeah.
cute.
cutesy, right?
Yeah.
It's because they're in that moe.
Well, I was just gonna say it's like that
they're
moist
in that
stuff you
moe
showed
stage
me.
right now, so that's what they're all going for. And
It's like
people
the
love it.
schoolgirl setup. It's
Yeah, well, I
Typical
think is
Japan.
that K-pop,
Typical.
in a sense, is just kind of like quote unquote maturing now. They're
Yeah.
doing other. The reason I love K-pop is because they experiment with music. Like one group could have like the first album could be kind of like reggae-ish, and the next album could be like electronic. So that's why I like it. So now it seems kind of like a lot of
broadens the horizon.
yeah, it broadens the horizon, but it seems like a lot of hip hop involvement is coming in.
Yeah.
And a lot of the girls are becoming, instead of being like this cute thing, they want to be more empowered, so they're doing a little bit more of the sexy thing.
Well, when I've heard even the slower songs or the upbeat pop songs, I don't know what it is about Japan, but this is what makes me really want to learn Japanese. Is their songs are on such a different emotional level than
Yeah.
our American music. Like it's just amazing. I don't know. How to
They're writing
explain
it for themselves. They're not writing it for anybody
But
else.
does it make? Do you guys feel that
Yeah,
same thing?
I
Like
yeah,
you feel the
totally understood.
emotion where you don't feel like either our Carrie Underwoods and pop stars here or Beyonce's. I mean, they don't have that empowerment that these girls sing. It's just really they uplift you. And I'm not even a pop fan.
Yeah, like I told David, I could listen to J-Rock almost nonstop.
Yeah, that's
even
good
if I don't
stuff.
like like if I've never heard the person, like I could for the most part listen to them. But
Yeah.
regular rock in English, I'm very picky on
Yes.
what I listen to.
I still have to. It has to be a '90s like throwback punk rock for me to really enjoy it nowadays. If it's new,
Yeah, like on my phone, on my old phone, I used to have. I think 80% of it was J-Rock. It's just I really love how they write their music, and then when you read the lyrics, their patterns on how they rhyme and how they write it is so different. I feel it's a little more poetic than how they do it here.
Yeah, I think it's also that we are like tired of the stuff that comes out here because for the most part
Yeah.
it's rehashed stuff.
Very, yeah.
especially if you listen to
and
rap.
then a lot of people, but a lot of people get mad too when people switch up a lot of their music, which I understand, but at the same time, guys, like, you have that album. You want, good example, Paramore. Every album they do is completely different. You're not going to get another Riot. You're not going to get All We Know Is Falling. Like, even their Brand New Eyes or like the new self-titled, they're all extremely different.
Yeah. That's good.
But I like it. I mean, I like to go back to my Riot when I want, and I like to hear the
Sum 41 did the same thing.
Sum 41 very
I mean,
different.
now they kind of dropped off a little bit, but before, like, when they had All Killer No Filler, they had Does This Look Infected and Chuck. They were all different. Chuck was way more dark.
It was
and
like
that was
metal,
my favorite
it was
album.
more of a metal album.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also Blink-182.
Yeah, they've grown up now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was actually, we'll talk about this later, but there's a maturity scale some guys showed of their first album to their newest album, Neighborhoods. The amount of the amount of
F-words, right?
F-words was 110 in the first album,
Okay.
and then the F-word in Neighborhoods was like 20.
That's good.
And then the references to masturbation, 116.
And then it was like
and
none,
then
right?
none. It's like, Blink-182, you grew up.
They sold out.
Well, I guess this is growing
So
up.
Anyway.
to close this out, Diego, how do you feel about this as the other K-pop listener in this group?
I think it's a good direction they're going in. I mean, people are not going to enjoy it too much, and people will. You know, it's just things like that always happen. I mean, it's just that's how it always is in the world. So we just gotta let it do what it has to do, and when good music comes out, people don't need to worry about it anymore. You know?
Yeah. So with that, let's go into
this story right here. You know which one I'm talking about.
Serious news.
Yeah.
So let's bring it down a little bit. We got the jokes out for a little bit. I don't want to take too long in this because I already talked to a couple people about it. But in case you haven't heard, there was a kid, 11-year-old. His name is, how do you pronounce the last name?
It's Michael Morones.
Okay.
Morones.
Michael Morones. So in case you haven't heard,
Have you asked how to spell or pronounce that?
well, I don't know if it was like an English pronunciation or the Spanish pronunciation.
You say it better than I can.
Yeah.
It's Morones.
So what happened here is that he's an 11-year-old boy, and he was being bullied because he likes My Little Pony because he came out and said that he was a brony at his school. He was bullied so much to the point that he tried to commit suicide. And this happened, I posted about this on my personal Facebook page, couple days ago when
Monday.
when I found out about it. And I mean, this is sad, and we'll probably have this as another topic because I really want to talk about this, but it's sad because of something that you love so much, like My Little Pony, and that kid like enjoying it so much that he's willing to share with the world and not be afraid of it. And he got bullied so hard that he tried to kill himself. I mean, that's really sad. And I bet as we as anime lovers, video game lovers, myself as a brony myself, we have seen some of this for ourselves in our lives. Maybe not as much as he has. And what really touched me though is that the brony community had
of the brony community
started doing like this money in pile up, so you could donate so that they could give all the funds to the family to support them. Now the problem here is that Michael probably sustained heavy brain damage because he was without oxygen
for so long.
Yeah.
Wait, how did he try and kill himself?
He tried to hang himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he actually went through it. So did somebody, like his mom or something?
I haven't found out about that. Somebody found him though and stopped it. So he's right now in what they called it, intensive care unit. So I mean, Diego, do you have the website that maybe the listeners, if they want to go check it out, maybe find out more, if they want to donate, feel free.
We can find it.
Yeah, well, we have it right here. I just want to tell you, the website is called equestriadaily.com. So equest, RIADAILY.com.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there's a Facebook page where you can go and donate money. They do it through PayPal, and there's a email on equestriadaily.com where you can check and you know, send your money to them. There's one thing that I wanted to say though. It's such a sad story because me, when I was 11 years old, with Miles, you know, in elementary school, we were watching Dragon Ball Z. We were writing about it. We got no crap from it, as far as I can remember. Pokemon, you know, stuff, and My Little Pony was a big thing. You know, nowadays, I can't imagine myself at 11 even having the thought of committing suicide for something that I love. Because I honestly, if I can remember, I don't even remember what suicide was at 11 years old.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what racism was at 11
and it's sad because there's been reports now that says that the group where people most likely to commit suicide are between 11 and 16.
What?
And
I
I'm
can
like,
see the 16, but
Wow.
and I'm thinking, there's no way that was the same a decade ago. A
No,
decade should have been
that's
like 14 to 16. And
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
so,
that's my range. I'd say 14, 16,
And-
or even a 14, 18.
And even
Yeah.
then,
and
it's
even
like,
then,
wow.
it's so sad. And
Yeah.
and like with Jose and with everyone else, it breaks my heart to see that he got bullied for something that he loved. I mean, we joke about stuff that we like. I joke about Jose and Diego, liking My Little Pony. But, that's the thing that, like, I'm not going to attack them for it.
Yeah.
And for someone to be so heartless, kids trying to bully them for something that they like, saying that, oh, you're gay because you like My Little Pony. Yeah.
Well, you know what's weird about this? What's shocking to me is the whole this generation of ours now. It's this story is just weird to me because we're so much more accepting with sexuality.
Yeah.
I mean, back when we were younger, there was, you kind of make fun of somebody being gay, not so much lesbian as much. But then when I was like high school, you kind of started seeing your friends, they were gay, and it's just like, this kid since I was like 5, I don't give a crap anymore. It's just whatever. Just, I don't. It's just weird. And now these are the 11-year-olds. This is a generation that's born into where it's more normal. So it's just weird. It's like, I guess what I'm getting at with bringing up the gay stuff is just, they can call them out for certain things, but it's like My Little Pony is like, you're okay with like guys and girls and dating the same race, but you're not okay with this kid just watching My Little Pony. I mean, it doesn't affect them. It's just, it's weird to me because it's like, it's a whole picking on a kid that wears glasses or something, or wear braces. Like when I grew up, that wasn't a big thing. Maybe it wasn't in the 80s, but like me and David's age, nobody got made fun of our elementary for having braces or glasses. It's just like, oh, whatever.
Maybe
like,
Pokemon for a little bit, but not
but
even then.
Much. Even like a
because
lot of
it
the
did.
popular kids even played Pokemon with us, and it's not a big deal. So.
I watched Powerpuff Girls. I told people to watch Powerpuff Girls. They never said
I did
anything
too.
about
Oh, we
me.
watched Sailor Moon. I didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't say anything.
I was 8 years old. I didn't give a crap.
I would like to just say for anybody listening out there who's a fellow brony like Jose and myself, if you're in school or if your brothers or sisters are bronies or something, just tell them not to be afraid, and just other bronies help each other out. There's always people for you.
Not just bronies, everyone.
Yeah.
Anyone
Anybody
who's had anything that they've liked, a hobby, whatever, ridiculed, support him.
Yeah.
Please. We have your back, Michael, and your family. We're sorry we had to go through this, and hopefully he makes the best recovery that he can.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's funny. I've had it where you're dating a girl and then they find out you like anime and they kind of giggle a little bit. It's like, you're gonna giggle at me. You want me to talk about your fetish that you have that's really stupid, and then they just kind of look at you and pause, and then they can't
That's just
say
Miles.
anything. No, it's true. But I'm just saying, like they make fun of certain things, but like everybody has their own like thing that society can shun at.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I know
I
plenty
just
of girls
I
who
just
are
happen to
stupid
have
things
everything
too,
that society has to show.
but what I'm saying is, it's just
Yeah.
I don't get. It's just weird in this environment. It's sad that this kid had to be bullied like that, because in our environment now, it doesn't seem like it'd be really that big of a deal. You know, I mean,
Well, I think the thing is that we're forgetting that in our society now, you could have this quote unquote persona on the internet that you don't have to have like repercussions for saying mean things to people over the internet. But we live in a different era, like you said. Like back in my days, I mean, I got made fun of for
like
different
we say,
things.
like we're so old, right?
I know, right? Oh, back in my era, but
Back
like,
in the 90s.
for me, it was different because if you made fun of me, like I would make fun of you. That's how I reacted. But I mean, nowadays, people get attacked for different things, especially little kids, and that's what makes it hard. And like Diego said, and like we're trying to say is, if you see somebody getting bullied or even trolled, stand up for them. Even if you don't like comic books or you don't like quote unquote nerd people, stand up for them. There's nothing wrong with that.
The point is the standing up. It doesn't matter what the kids like.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that scene in the new Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, when they're bullying that kid, and the bully comes up to Peter Parker and he's like, "Dude, Parker, take the picture." He's like, "I'm not taking a picture," and then he beats the crap out of him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Dude, I'm still not gonna take the picture." Like he's he's like a smart ass, but it just gets a point. He's just there to protect the kid because the guy's being a douchebag, and then he makes the scene to make that bully look like. The bully realizes like, "Oh, I'm kind of being a douche. I'm gonna walk away," But it's stand up.
I think it's just that if we're able to do that, everyone, then it'll be more acceptable, and then stuff like this will stop happening. But that's just a change that society has to change. And we don't want to dwell too much in this because we have other topics to go into. But we definitely have the best intentions, the best wishes for Michael and his family, and for everybody else that get. Even if you got bullied in the past, just know that there are other people that love the stuff that you love, and even if some people hate you, just forget about them. their lives are miserable, you could go and enjoy the things that you love.
Just be accepting. Just be accepting to what people like. You may not like. They may be contrary to what you believe, but like I said, be respectful, and it will be fine. Everyone will be happier.
If there's one thing I've learned in life is what you like is what you like, and if anybody gives you crap, screw them.
Yep.
Give a shit what they think is cool or not. Everybody has their own thing, and it makes me mad.
Yeah, definitely.
I just don't.
Let's
give
get
a
on
crap
to some
anymore.
lighter news.
Some brony news. Okay.
No clapping
Season
here.
4,
Season 5.
Season 6.
Season 5 got announced.
Oh yeah! I gotta watch more of it though.
All right,
So
Jose,
let's
what's
go-
our random list this week?
Well, hold on. I want to go over one thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We skipped over this kind of a bit. I mean, we touched it, but we didn't touch it. The Xbox One update's coming out.
Yeah, because you said it's collecting dust, so I was like, oh, well,
Yeah,
it's
so
not
it's-
I
important.
know what the updates are.
Okay,
Well,
run us
tell
through
them.
it.
Sorry,
Tell
that's
them,
all. I
tell
just wanted to say. I just wanted to say what the updates are really cool is. Oh God, now I'm getting I'm getting a blank.
So the Connect.
Yeah. Okay. So the Kinect is going to be able to hear you better. I hope.
Yep.
Because I'm sick of talking to the thing. David, shut up when I say this. It does not listen to me.
Listen to the
Shut up,
master.
David. Okay, I'm gonna smack you. Come here.
El maestro.
I already smacked him.
Okay.
Oh, anyway.
Bully.
So that's one thing, and then oh gosh, what was I gonna say here? Oh, the minimal things that I've been wanting that are stupid.
The battery.
Battery life, and then the hard drive. You can actually be able to tell if the hard drive's actually, full or not.
You can see how much is filled.
Like seriously.
Yeah.
And then that's for the February release, and then March. I know they're doing this because of Titanfall. They better fix this. Is they're coming out with the fix for the party chat because the party chat is broken right now. Bad.
Yeah.
It is bad. Like you can barely even. All my friends, we use Skype because it's the only way we can talk to each other. It just doesn't work. It's stupid. But anyway, I just want to go over that really quick because it's probably one of the most exciting news.
So yeah, if you have an Xbox One, go download the patch.
Dust it off and hopefully it works. It seems weird that those are so
Play that Killer Instinct.
It's such a minuscule thing
Mm-hmm.
that they just forgot. It's stupid.
Yeah,
They need to fix the achievements too. That is stupid.
I heard a lot about things.
Oh,
about
you get an
that.
achievement, and I want to look at it. I hold down the button, then it takes me to. It closes my game, takes me to the app or the app for achievements, and then you have a big metro icon of your achievement. Then you click on that.
Oh, the Chivos, as people like to call them.
Chivos, there you go. So then you click on the achievement, see what you
Chivos.
got, and then it doesn't take you to what you got. You have to go all and find the new one as well. So that's a third click you need to do. And then you can view yours. Then if you want to see the other achievements, you have to scroll right through all these blocks and then click on that to get a detailed list. It is just super broken. and ugly.
Wow.
It's at least 4 to 5 clicks per,
Wow.
and it's not fast. You also have to
Right.
wait for it to sync and load
Can't you
on
just-
every one. It is very
That's 3
slow.
clicks too
Can't
many.
you just tell it to the Xbox though? I mean, to the Connect, like Connect achievements.
Xbox
You can, but
achievements.
all it does is just open the app, and then you have to click.
Oh,
on
then you
each
still
thing.
have.
Oh, it's an app. Oh,
It-
that's stupid.
It's just a system that worked on the 360, and
That didn't make it
doesn't
over
work
to this one.
anymore. Yeah, it's just I don't get it.
Wow.
I'm really feeling like we're beta testers. It's just
Yeah.
the console's not ready.
Oh, well.
Oh well.
Anyway,
It's
sorry.
like-
Hopefully,
I
it
like
gets
what you
more
say.
ready for Titanfall.
It better be.
Okay.
Yeah, they better. Anyway, I just wanted to share that.
All right.
Anyway,
The
sorry.
rant of Miles has finished. Our random list.
Don't get me back on Sonic again.
People, Chibis, people everywhere. Are you guys ready for the random Chibi No Podcast
Whoop,
top
whoop.
5 list of this week?
I'm not prepared.
And I'm gonna throw in a wrench for everyone. So today's top list has to deal about your top 5 anime of all time.
Why you make it so difficult?
Now it's gonna be even more difficult because I was thinking about this. I don't want repetition to be taken on this podcast. I don't want it to get stale. So from now,
I call first then.
hold up. For right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 1 each. So 5, 1, 1, 1, 1 each, and then 4, 1, 1, 1 each.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And if somebody takes one of your picks, you have to pick something else.
I got backups.
Screw you.
I got backups. I'm glad I made
You
my
said our
list.
top 5.
Yes, but if, like, let's say I say One Piece, you can no longer say One Piece on your top
That's not
5.
gonna
I'm not.
happen.
I'm not gonna say One Piece online.
I won't
So
say
don't
I'm
worry.
not going to say One Piece.
Out of respect for you, I
Not
won't
gonna
say it.
happen.
It wouldn't be there. I
So
haven't watched
this way, we get a little bit more diversity for our
And
listeners.
it really isn't our top 5. We're just
Well,
picking
it's still
random
because
ones.
I don't
Be
want
your
it to
top
be.
10, so you can just boot it off and go
Yeah,
to the other one.
it could be another list that
Sadly.
we do the Chibi No Podcast top 5 as our collective
Personal.
top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, collectively.
But this is our personal, so that nobody repeats. And with that said, we're gonna go clockwise. Miles starts off.
No.
Go Miles, number 5.
I don't even have my list. You guys think you're going to give me
Diego,
time to think about
hit us
this?
up.
Okay,
But you're
so
going to be
go-
next anyway.
No, it'll go to my right.
Yeah, so I'll be
Okay,
next.
we're going
Okay, Number
counterclockwise.
5,
To your counter.
Lucky Star. I like this show.
See? Suck it. It sucks.
Jose
doesn't it?
No,
and
that wasn't
Dave-
my.
Hey, come on.
Let me talk.
I picked Lucky Star because the reason why I just enjoyed the show. It was hilarious. It was cutesy, and the color, the animation was pretty good. I like the color schemes and all of it. It's kind of like Seinfeld, but like funnier, you know,
with otaku.
Yeah.
with otaku in it.
What
And
type
it was
of anime is it?
slice of life, like like us, kind of like slice of life,
Like
people like
regular
us. So-
day life, so there won't be no
they're-
robots
they're
and stuff
anime
like
characters that talk about anime, you know, or
Yeah.
video games and stuff. Just enjoying it. It's pretty cool.
Moe? Is that
Well,
just,
I guess
that.
you
It's a
could call it
more drawing style, but the anime itself is more like Diego said. It's a more a realistic look and just everyday day-to-day lives. It's
Okay.
kind of like a Seinfeld where the first episode they
Okay,
opened
that
up
makes
talking
sense.
about
Random
food.
For that whole show
so
about
it's like an anime sitcom in a way.
Yes.
yeah, and it's really good.
Oh,
And
cool,
it's
that's
awesome
cool,
because
Sonny.
the more anime that you see, the more anime references that you see in the
You see a
show.
lot of
Okay.
and video games. They put a lot of video games.
Yes.
In. See 'em, yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's
and
a solid
that's my
pick.
top five. That's
That's your top five.
That's my
Okay.
number five.
We'll have
Beef?
to. We'll have to be. Dun, 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 Eureka 7. Now-
Sucks, doesn't it?
It's okay. I got
Now,
another. one.
Eureka 7 is a solid anime. It has a great story. It has a little bit of a romance to it. It has action. It has mecha. It has comedy. And the soundtrack is amazing, which I just have both of them right now in my
Ooh,
room,
that's cool.
I'm waiting for the Blu-ray release so I can watch
which
it.
I already have
Yeah,
pre-ordered.
Which I will not buy and borrow from you now that you told me that.
I buy the Blu-ray either way. I'm buying the Blu-ray either
No,
way.
this is definitely one of those anime legends that are really, really good for what. Even back when they came out, when did they actually come out in
It's
Japan?
back on Toonami, right?
I
When
want to
they aired
say
it.
2003.
It was ahead of its time, I would say, because in this anime, you don't get a lot of the newer anime stuff where it's just more moe or ecchi or stuff like that or fan service.
Action.
It's action.
Is it 4x3 or 60x9?
I
Okay,
like 60
okay,
by
the
9.
original release.
Standard.
4x3.
4x3.
Okay. I didn't know if it was.
So-
So it's older.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's good.
But it's so good.
It's really good.
The
looks
English
like
dub is
the-
really good. I like it personally.
Okay.
And this is one of the few animes where right at the beginning as the opening starts up, I was like, this is something special from the get-go.
Like the song?
The song and just the opening scene, because you see him kind of like skydiving. Well,
It's wave.
wave diving. That's something different. I can't remember what they call it. He's just like surfing in the air. And the colors that they use is a green color palette
that's
for
cool.
the kind of like the outline that he leaves behind. And it's just amazing. From that scene, and shout outs to my friend Paul, who got this anime, and I first saw it with him. I think we all saw it that day.
Which Paul? Hipster Paul? or-
Hipster Paul.
Complete series part 1.
Love you, Paul.
Well, the problem here was that he didn't know. Just an inside joke before I move on to David was that he thought that he bought the complete series, but what he didn't see was that right under it said part 1, where there was another part 2 to come out.
It was awesome.
Did you guys? So if it was Paul, you guys watched in Japanese?
No, we watched it on English.
Really?
English
Yeah.
dub.
So
one
really
of
solid,
those.
really solid anime. Go watch it, David. Number 5.
Number 5, and this will be on none of your lists. It's
Oh.
Beck Mongolian Chop Squad.
No. Wait, what?
See, exactly. Okay, so this anime is about a rock group who wants to make it big, and really, there's nothing really special about it. It's the drawings, plain, simple. The pace of it is medium.
Slow.
I think it's medium, but me as a music lover, like
Right.
I love how
It spoke to you.
Yeah, it spoke to me. You see the main guy Koyuki, and how he really sucks the guitar, and how he practices day by day. You see his fingers getting blistered and bleeding, and I can relate to that. You know, learning guitar, learning drums, and putting his passion to it, because I'm a musician as well, and I love relating to that character. And the voice dub, I know Jose said that he doesn't like the voice actor too much, but Greg Ayers, the one that does the voice for Deadman, one of the main guy, he does Koyuki, and that voice, that particular part that he did was amazing.
Does he do anything?
It fit him so well, and he sang the songs that they sing in
Oh.
Japanese,
I didn't know that.
and it's far better, because they sing in the Japanese version, they sing in English, and it's horrible. It's
Does he
horrid.
do any voices I might know? Just curious.
We'd have to talk about it later.
Yeah, I'll have to mention
We'll look
to you
him up
later.
on IMDb and check
Okay.
him
Yeah.
out. I was just curious.
But
Yeah.
but any of you who like anything music, go watch this. You'll really like it.
The
Is
one,
this oh, sorry.
so the one thing I did like about a lot from the animation that they did really well was the instruments. The instruments, they were spot on the
Yeah,
instruments, and the name of them, like, you know, Fender, Gibson, and all that
Gretsch.
stuff. It was good.
So is somebody
spot on.
gonna take K on?
Is this Is this the DVD that I saw you have where it was like the guy with the mic and guitar,
Yep,
black and white cover?
that's it.
It looked interesting. The art style looked really
It's really
cool.
good. And then with the second main guy, what's his name? Ruko. I can't remember his name. He is,
Trunks.
he's the voice of Trunks. Eric Vales. That's his name.
Yeah, you can hear Trunks in him. It's pretty tight.
Sweet.
Grown up. Oh yeah, Eric Vale.
Yeah. So that's my number 5.
We're back at Miles.
I don't like this. Let's see. Oh gosh, here we go. Okay, I don't really have a legit top 5 per se. I have a legit top 3, but
Honorable mentions.
Oh, it's kind of an honorable mention. It's in my top 10 group. I don't know where it places. I
Okay.
haven't really thought about it, but I know I've said this a lot inside the podcast, but I'm going to say Tenchi in Tokyo. That is seriously just
It's a good show. It's okay.
It
I'm gonna
holds
say
such
this.
a
It's
special
okay.
part in my heart for just animes in general. It's one of the only animes I can watch that's like a pure drama in a sense, and I just love the characters. I can just watch that anime. I've seen it 4 times, the whole series.
I'm
I
with
love
you
it.
right there, bro. I saw 4 or 5 episodes of Tenchi GXP yesterday on
God.
Netflix, and I was like, "What is
Tokyo
this?"
was the last good one. They're from like the original standpoint.
Yeah, I was
it was
like-
the last one to have like the original cast.
Yeah, Tenchi Muyo, Tenchi Universe, and the OVAs were really good, and then Tenchi in Tokyo finished it.
And Tokyo just, God, that was a finale of just the series.
Don't cry, Miles.
I'm just that anime. It's definitely 5 is probably pretty close, but I could even be debatably a 4. But that anime is just.
That's
Yeah,
a solid pick.
It's just such a great anime. I mean, it's if you guys haven't watched Tenchi, it has some sci-fi in it. It's one of those, what do they call those shows where like it's just one girl surrounding like one guy and it's like surrounding
Reverse
girls.
harem.
It's a harem.
It's a harem, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just the comedy in it is great. Tenchi's character, he's strong, but has his head on his shoulder, but can be a little quirky, and the girls are all over him. It just makes some great comedy, but he was never really interested in those girls, and he goes to Tokyo to move away from the girls, and he likes having a break from them, but then he just goes to meet, forgive me, Sakia, and he actually gets a relationship for once, and it was just nice to see an out-of-shell Tenchi. It was cool to see him interested in a woman for once, and her character was so much different than the girls that are around him all the time, and just the drama and just how it interconnects. It's just such a fantastic
good
show.
He was way into
It's a solid
Sasami.
show. Such a
Oh, God.
solid show.
Sorry. Anyway, that's my 5.
Good
Number
pick.
5.
Okay,
That's
number
good.
4, Diego.
I don't think any of you guys have this. I think Miles talked bad about it, but I like the show. I loved it. Rurouni Kenshin.
Well,
What do you mean I talked bad
I
about
thought you
it?
did. Didn't you talk about it? A little bit?
That was not me.
Oh, no, somebody else. My bad.
I was actually going to say Miles
That was
probably
a
has the
different
classics
wife,
on
right?
his
Yeah.
list.
My bad. But Rurouni Kenshin is
Love
my
Rurouni.
number 4.
Okay.
Good choice.
I remember watching it on Toonami, and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, you know, it goes back in the day, like Kyoto, and like, you know, back in the day.
What was it called? It wasn't called Rurouni Kenshin on
Samurai
back
X.
Yes.
Samurai X.
It was horrible in a way though compared to the real version.
Yeah, well, it was super edited, and
You
then when you
bad.
see the uncut, I was like,
Oh, the last
blood,
fight.
there's
Oh,
this.
the last fight's so batty.
It's a great show. Like, just you can see who you can tell who Kenshin was from the main character. He had red hair and he had the blade, and he just was a polite guy. It was just, you know, just the story just compelling, and it's just so great.
I'm sorry.
He was like the
Why you
funniest-
laughing, man?
I just remember the stupid things that I used to do in high school and why I got bullied. One time after watching one of the episodes of Rurouni Kenshin where he's like, "Oh, I measure your length of your arm with my sword so that way you can't hit me and I know how to strike you." And I was like, "Dude, look at this." And I grabbed the ruler. I'm like, "Now you can't hit me." And the dude like slapped me upside my head.
Was it the teacher?
No, that was like another friend of mine. But I got back at him. I slapped him with the ruler. I'm like, "Dude, it wasn't supposed to be like that. This ruler's not the same size as your arm." I'm sorry, but that's a solid pick. I love that.
Jose
anime.
won.
That's a good pick.
It's a great show. If you haven't watched it, watch it. It's old, but it's great.
If you
Watch-
like Ronins and samurais, and it's just, if you like, I was trying to say, it's kind of one of those progression animes like your Dragon Balls or Naruto's, where he progressively gets stronger, he faces stronger foes.
And he's just a normal guy. He doesn't get like strong. He just gets better at fighting.
Mhm.
yeah.
And also, if you did like that show, watch the live action movie.
I heard they're
Is it
making a
pre-
sequel, right?
Yep, it's
I know, I
the
need
first
to
one.
watch that.
First one is a
I
prequel.
know.
You find out how he gets his scars.
Yeah, that's actually the reason that when you told me that last
Yeah.
week, that's what intrigued me to watch it.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Like when I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be kind of bad," but when you watch it,
It's good.
gets you in. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll have to watch it.
that's my number 5 though. Rurouni
Sweet.
Kenshin.
4.
4.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having brain farts, guys.
You can't see that on the show.
I feel this is like a draft where we're picking like our teams of who has the best animes in their team.
I picked the RZA.
The Jisa. Inspector God.
Wu-Tang
Wu-Tang
Clan.
Clan.
You guys got some weird gay sync going on.
Dude, that's
right now.
Chappelle's show
The
right
Chappelle
there.
show when they
Yeah,
do
but you
that.
guys are like
black
standing at the
jab.
same time reading each other's minds. You guys
That's
do this
how-
all the time.
It's
Don't
called
understand it. Is
synchronization.
that-
Manly combination.
They're confused now.
Let me be a high five to that. If anybody didn't know, that was a great Girly Gone reference right
Okay.
there.
Oh yeah.
Don't
Back
make
to
it
me.
more gay than what it should be.
And my number 4 pick has to be the anime that started it all. Well, at least my fandom with anime. And no, it's not that one that you're thinking of right now. It has to be Death Note.
Ooh.
A good choice. I didn't even think about that.
I
one.
didn't think about that.
That's
either.
in my top 10 for sure. But
So it happened when I came back from a mission. I mean, I always enjoyed anime, but I wasn't never really into anime. And then we started watching the Eureka 7 with our friend Paul. And then I went
Hipster
late.
Paul?
Yeah, I went late to the first anime bonsai that I've ever been to 3 years ago. And I came back. I was like, oh, that's cool. And then when I came home, I was going through Netflix and I saw Death Note, and it had like 5 stars basically. So I was like, all right, I clicked it, and it was Japanese. I didn't care.
I was gonna ask if it was English or Japanese.
No, it was Japanese.
It's only in Japanese.
I've seen
Back
both.
then, yeah.
I
I
think
like
both. I
Japanese
like-
better.
I like the dub
English
one
is
too.
good, but
Yeah.
Alright.
The Spanish one is good actually. I
Yeah.
saw with my
Really?
dad. I got
I
my
just-
dad addicted to that show.
I like Light the best in Japanese.
Light
Okay.
to.
L's voice actor was
Light,
amazing.
¿qué haces?
L
I
was
like,
good, but that was a hard to
Spanish
get out in
version.
English.
Light to.
So I watched like 2 episodes of that. That was. Little did I know that was preparing me for My Little Pony later on, because that's how
That's a weird transition.
'Cause-
Shinigami's to
2 episodes in
Okay.
of both shows, and I was already addicted to it. But Death Note, definitely, that was the gateway again for me to actually start watching anime again and actually delve into more of other style of anime.
And buying anime, you don't.
Yes.
You haven't
So
seen.
This collection is ridiculous. I'm gonna take a picture when he's not looking tonight and post it on the Facebook.
there's more people that have bigger collections than I do, but regardless, this anime is good because it kind of gives you a more grounded, quote unquote grounded, anime than most other animes. It's more of a realistic take, if sort of Death Angels actually
it's
existed.
Japanese, but it has a Western take.
Yes.
That's how I
Oh
feel.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
Right?
kind of like the whole Sherlock Holmes things, where it's more about
Very.
the brains than like actual superpowers.
And it was awesome.
You're intrigued on the mystery.
An-
Like,
yeah.
you don't want him to
Animation.
get caught, but the
The animation,
Oh.
spectacular,
It's
and
different.
the music. Maximum the Hormone made the music for them. Great.
I
And the
wanna say
color
that-
palette, was so spot on. Like, this is something about comics that I enjoy, that the color palette, even if the drawing is amazing, the color palette could totally ruin a comic book. I feel the color palette on Death Note definitely helped it
I
out
love the
so
hair.
much.
This is
even
weird.
though it wasn't it reminded me of Batman the Animated Series, because in
Mhm.
that one they drew it on black paper, and that's what gave it
Oh.
that dark look.
I didn't know that.
either.
And yeah, and then so with Death Note, I don't think they drew on black, but the way you said the color palette, the way they made it, it gave it that dark, gritty look
Mhm.
that and that suspense look, and you're just like, and it made it with the reveals, and when you find out stuff in the middle of the scene, you're like, and the color and everything just made it that much better.
This is kind of a weird compliment, but I love the hairstyle in that
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It
It's
makes
different.
sense.
Again, it's more
It's great.
quote unquote realistic than
It's all
most
about
other
elves.
animes.
That's one of the animes we mentioned for people that are maybe just listening more for the game news stuff. That anime
It's the
is
gateway drug.
It's a gateway anime. That's the anime that every person I've ever shown that's not really big in anime, even if they don't want to watch any more anime, they will just love. watching Death
I
Note.
will agree to that, because my dad would always, since I started watching anime, they're like, "Why are you watching anime?" And I was like, "Okay, and
just
I went,
give them that.
I found it in Spanish on YouTube. I was like, "Dad, come here, we'll watch something." He's like, "All right." He sits down. I put the first episode in. He's like,
and then you did this.
"No,
the mic.
I didn't do anything." And then it stopped. And he's like, "Wait, what happens next?" I was like, "Oh, I'll play the second
Oh
one."
well, why don't you watch?
And then I
it
played the
more?
third one. He got addicted to it. He was asking me, he's like, "Hey, when are you gonna put more of that show? That show was good." Because I found it in Latin American Spanish and like
Yeah.
Spaniard Spanish,
Castellano.
Castellano, and
Okay.
he loved both of them. So I mean, definitely if you don't really enjoy that much anime cliches and stuff like that, this is one anime that you will enjoy. I
Yep.
highly recommend it. Number 4, David.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a long number 5.
All right.
It's all good.
Number 4.
I think we got.
Dang it,
good
I just
choices
had it
going
with
on
me. Oh, yeah.
still.
Yeah.
I know what it is. So it's an older one. It's actually one that I just rewatched thanks to Miles.
Astro Boy.
Yes, Astro Boy. No, not that old. It was a show that came out with Dragon Ball Z when it was back on Toonami.
You're taking
And
one of
number-
Miles' picks.
Number 4 is Yu Yu Hakusho for me.
It's in my 10. It's in my top 10.
Okay, in that top
Bastard.
Like I said,
You're
this.
leaving me
High
hanging,
five.
really?
High five.
Yeah.
There you go.
Jeez.
Okay,
That's a
so
good high five.
Great show.
so my
Great.
list always rotates, and
It's okay.
Yu Yu Hakusho was in my top 10, but it kept rotating. But it came back
Yeah,
to number
maybe.
4 because I rewatched it. That when I first watched that show, it only went halfway, and
The
then Toonami
tournament,
stopped
right?
it. Yeah, the Dark World tournament, and then
I
it
didn't
stopped
even
it.
think they finished the Dark Tournament either.
I think he was fighting. He fought Toguro.
started
He
But
fighting
I don't remember
Toguro
him-
and then it ended.
I don't remember it
he
ending.
beat him. No, he beat him, but then it ended. So you don't see what happened to Toguro after that, or to Genkai. And finishing that and seeing how it ended, it's one of those endings that there's a little bit of an open ending, but there's enough closure
But
where you're like, you're content. Like, that was a
I
great
felt
ending.
happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
because I guess you knew what was going to happen after.
And like I said, the drawing, the art style is a little bit older.
Right.
They have the little comedy, like the little bit of, what's it called? Just like slapstick comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, again, more of it is action driven. So if you don't like a lot, like you said, if you don't like a lot of the anime cliches that are in anime right
It's
now,
very shonen.
watch Yu Yu Hakusho because it has just the right amount of comedy
Right.
and then the action that a lot of people love.
And if you're a Dragon Ball fan, I wouldn't even
You'll
put
love
it
it.
as far as Dragon Ball Z. I'd probably put it more at the Dragon Ball era. It has the typical progression in power, like what we were talking with Rurouni Kenshin. And, you know, you kind of see him fight stronger and stronger people, and you get a time skip, which I love in animes when they do that. And, yeah, it was a good choice.
Yep,
David.
number
Very-
4. Number
very
4,
good choice.
Miles.
Oh, crap. Oh, I know my 1, 2, and 3, but number 4... Oh, man. That's a tough one. Oh, you know what? I know what I'll do.
Okay.
I don't care. Fanboy, whatever. It gets a lot of heart. But you know what? I do truly love it. I'm going to say Naruto.
Okay.
Number 4? Okay.
Sorry somebody had that one.
But
Now
I
this
didn't
one
know-
includes Shippuden as well, or are you
Naruto in
picking one?
No, Naruto in general,
Okay.
because to me, I include it as a time skip.
Definitely.
Because the manga is just Naruto. That's
Right.
why I'm keeping it in there.
Okay.
It's part of the same. Gosh, that show, I've just grown up with it over time, and then growing up with Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura. But anyway, just growing up with the group, it's just been, that anime is just, I love it. I read it to this day with the manga. I guess I'm talking more about the manga than
Okay.
the anime, to be honest. The anime stopped being good to me personally after the Sasuke revival arc.
Uh-huh.
They just started fillerizing the crap out of it.
They still had some good ones. Pain,
Yeah, but
Jiraiya Sensei.
no, they have good arcs. The anime I didn't enjoy
It's
as
just
much.
the fillers is that
Well,
bothers you.
even the animation got crappy, like the pain.
Okay.
Like I love the pain arc, but I didn't really like in the anime. They
Okay.
fillerized it, and then when they finally had the big fight scene between Naruto and Pain, the animation, like when I was watching him fight Pain, I was just laughing at the animation. I mean, Pain looked like he's having a diarrhea face the whole fight.
Yeah.
This is when he's in his QB mode, basically.
Yes,
That part is what he's talking about. Because
Yeah.
before that, it was fine.
the war is just. God, if anybody's read the Harry Potter books, the camping scenes, it's what the damn arc feels like. It's just, it just doesn't get anywhere in the anime. It's like 100 episodes of them just talking, or just they skip to backstory.
Oh, it's
So
solid number 4.
I guess what I'm talking, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I still
I
love it
understand,
when
though.
it gets to the canon.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, and I guess what I like is this one's more one of those shows like where it's really built up on characters. So even though you don't get as much fighting as you do in most shonens, like. This one doesn't have a lot of fighting in Naruto. It's more about strategics and talking and character development. And as I've gotten older, those are what I've liked more out of anime. Like when I was younger, I liked more just the beat 'em ups and stuff, and then getting straight to the fighting. But with Naruto, you know, they always kind of joke about the talk no jutsu that Naruto has, and it makes sense. But at the same time, I've kind of liked it. Like if I get older, like they're talking about like, you know, wars and how wars are caused and how it causes pain towards other and how you defeat that kind of pain, and like it shows the experience of loss and like growing with that loss and be able to get over that loss and to overcome it and to accept it. And to me, that's what I've really liked about Naruto.
Yeah.
It really, the bigger picture is actually real life. And that's, I think, why I like it. So
Also, I would throw in that it probably has some of the best supporting characters
More so than Naruto, yeah.
Kakashi all the way.
I mean,
Jiraiya.
if you think about it, yeah, there's a lot of
Minato. See?
I mean,
Go on.
my boy Neji.
Neji.
No spoilers, but Neji and stuff like that. There's so many really good characters out there. Shikamaru,
Guy Sensei.
Shikamaru is amazing.
Guy Sensei, Rock
Guy
Lee.
Sensei is awesome.
Azuma Sensei. Oh, I'm so sad he died.
The spoilers, man.
Man, that happened like 5 years ago. People.
No.
But like you said, it's a solid anime and solid. Really, aside from the fillers, it's overall really good.
It's really the storytelling. Like when you really Kishi's ignore the listeners ignore the fillers. We're just talking about Kishi's work. It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's great on
It's
an
a
emotional
solid.
level.
Yeah.
Although talking about fillers, do watch the Kakashi Chronicles, the Anbu one.
What did you think?
The minute I saw Minato put on the Kage hat, I was like,
that's
oh
so
my
cool.
gosh, I freaked out. It was
It's one
awesome.
of those animes that gave me chills.
Nerds.
Really, Brony? But anyway.
Why don't you go clap somewhere, freak?
I don't clap.
But yes, that the Kakashi Gaiden is on right now, and Kishi's actually helped writing that. And wow,
It's
first
good.
episode, I am blown
I
away.
gotta watch this now.
Oh,
If you want-
it's great.
If there's any filler that you want to watch from Naruto, watch this one.
It's as good as like the Obito filler.
Ooh, okay.
It's
There you
right
go.
up there
Yeah.
in quality.
Solid.
So that's my number
Four.
four. Thank
Diego
you.
number 3.
4.
So no,
It was 3.
Oh, you did a 4?
yeah,
Yeah.
I did my 4.
What was your 4?
It was Rurouni Kenshin. Remember? It was just we were talking a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my number 3. This is my number 3, but I wanted it to be number 2, but it got taken. So this is my number 3.
Wait, which one got taken?
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh, okay.
So, but
Dun,
I
dun.
want to
You're
say this before it
dictator.
gets taken, and I
Alright.
think he knows, and you might not like it. Gurren Lagann is my number 3.
Solid.
I didn't want to pick that because I would pick one of you guys to do.
Oh, thank you so much.
Wait,
I
hold
was
on,
so scared. I was
before-
scared.
I want to ask Jose.
Yo.
Did you have this in your 5 list?
It was up there. I had since I already knew I was gonna do this. I had like a couple.
Okay.
I call it my secret weapons.
Diego, you are
I
a
have
dick.
them too.
I'm sorry.
Tater.
I got.
You didn't say the tater for me.
I was talking to Jose.
No.
Diego.
What haven't we said that's great about Gurren Lagann? It's just there's so much awesomeness, so much manly combination in this show.
So why are we talking
It makes
about
it
this?
sound so gay when you say that.
Let's-
It's definitely an
it's
inside
it's a
joke.
pun. Yeah,
I know it's a
a
pun,
pun. It's a
but
pun.
that's you gotta explain that because it just
When-
sounds weird.
David, you need to go sit in the corner with a dunce hat because
Well-
you will refuse to watch this fantastic anime.
Yeah, like
He
we can
listens-
explain
He'll
it.
listen to the music, but he won't watch the show. It's
a
like
douche.
it makes the music so much better if you
Yeah.
watch the show.
Don't explain that joke, by the way, because that joke was so funny because I didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
I didn't see it coming. If somebody
the
would have
hell
told
do
me,
you think
it would
I
have still been
am?
funny, but not as funny. I think.
Yeah. So like the show animation wise in the first couple episodes kind of was going downhill because
Yeah.
the artists were lazy and I guess they got fired, so they got new artists.
Just like the episodes with those little furballs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
es-
that was-
especially
you
that
make
one.
Keaton and all that.
Yeah,
What
no.
about the hot tub one?
That was alright
they
better.
were
They were better by
better.
that time. Yeah.
But just the animation after those couple episodes, it's flawless to me. Perfect. Honestly, the characters voicing for the English dub,
So good.
great, perfect.
What's the voice actor routine go on?
Gosh,
what's his name?
Kyle Herbert. Kyle
Thank you.
Herbert.
He's the voice actor for one of the main
Kamina.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Herbert.
Just
that's who he is.
everything, like the mechas that they have, their looks are cool. They're modern. They're kind of like race car-ish. You know,
Mm-hmm.
their sunglasses, their personality, I guess.
Police car.
Just you can see the progress of, I guess you can say the progress of man or evolution. Like
Right.
you see them, they go from the dirt to the land and then to the space and then into the universe. Like they're conquering it all.
Where they destroy universes,
And
galaxies.
just
Go wear a dunce hat,
everything
David.
is so great about the show. The music, the character development, like this show has made me cry.
Mm-hmm.
Not many shows do that. Gurren Lagann, Naruto, the Jiraiya Sensei arc, you know that one, and
Oh,
some Dragon Ball Z,
awful.
Dragon Ball Z with Vegeta stuff, and Dragon Ball. Like
Mhm.
those ones that made me cry, and like Gurren Lagann made me cry.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. If it makes me cry, it's on my top. It has to be on my top.
What about Tenchi in Tokyo?
Tenchi in Tokyo. Made
That
me
was the
feel
first
bad.
anime to get
He
me
got
to tear.
teary eyed. He didn't.
I
Cry.
got teary-eyed.
I got teary.
I was still too young to understand it, so I didn't cry.
He was crying because
Poor
he's.
little
I was
soul.
like, "What's
I'll
this?"
let you-
Mom, why you tell me there's no more pizza?
Basically, that's what it was. But yeah, number three. My number 3 is Gurren Lagann. Well,
Solid.
technically, it'll be number 2.
Yes,
But
That's
like,
also one of those time
Wait.
skip ones.
yes, and it was a great time skip.
it was definitely a great test. Number 3.
Number
Number 3.
3, parentheses 2.
Okay.
Because I'll give you my real number 3.
Right, because you're afraid somebody else might have taken it.
Yes.
Got you. Really good
Maybe
idea
Jose
by doing
would have
this.
had that.
Okay.
And my number 3 starts with an O. Second letter and N. No, I'm just playing. Miles is going to kill me. In case you don't understand, that might go One Piece.
Even if you did that, I would still ignore your stupid roll and still say One Piece.
Okay.
You can't ignore the host.
For my number 1, I will
breaking the
ignore
rules.
that.
All right.
Anyways,
Don't worry. I
he's
won't do
number
that.
3.
I won't do
Jose.
that. My number 3.
I hate you.
If Death Note was the opening to my anime love, Attack on Titan, that came up way after. Angel Beats has to be what solidifies it.
If you guys don't see, you guys can't see this, but David's face dropped. But David knows that's Jose's anime, so David can't complain. That's Jose's anime. You know that.
Almost everything. Back to number 3, Angel Beats. Again, I finished Death Note and I didn't know what to watch next, so Angel Beats was on Netflix. Now, Angel Beats has to go down in history, personal history, as my first anime that I bought on Blu-ray. And I saw Angel Beats in the opening. I was like, Angel Beats has to be one of the few anime openings that I actually continue to watch. Most of them I just skip, even though if I like the song. But Angel Beats, I love the music on it. And then the story behind it is that, I don't want to ruin it, but you go to a sort of quote-unquote purgatory is how I would like to explain it, where kids go there and they don't know why they're there, and they have to find a way to get out, if they can get out.
Sounds like Gaunt's almost.
I never saw Gaunt's, so I
It's
wouldn't know.
Very similar premise in a way.
It is, but it's not. Like, you have to watch it.
Well, I meant like going to a different reality and they're trying to figure out how to get out and why
Yes.
they're
But
there.
but it's not a different reality, and they don't
They don't know
necessarily-
why.
They don't necessarily want to get out.
Because it's a good life.
Yeah.
They're afraid that
Yeah,
if they get out,
purgatory.
what will happen? They don't know what's going to
Okay.
happen.
Well, this is the thing, though. In the show, that each of them, when you see their backstories on some of them, they had terrible lives, or at least a terrible death.
Yes.
And so they don't want to accept it, and so they fear that God is trying to make them accept their crappy life.
So it does have some like spirituality in it.
It has some and me.
There's so much on it, though, man.
It's not super emphasized, or it is?
No, there's
No.
Is it on a biblical level or more
No,
like
no,
no.
or more like mythology?
like they'll
level?
talk
Mythology,
about
kind of.
about God and angels, but it's not.
It's more mythology.
It's not what we
stuff.
think of God and angels.
Yeah, it's
But-
more mythology.
Yes.
It's how the Japanese
Well,
take
no,
it.
the Japanese still have.
They
some of
just
those
have
stuff.
it's just an idea of what the afterlife is, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just to add to Jose, I loved this anime also because of the names of some of the characters. Like the character named Angel, her real name is Kanare Tachibana, which has some musical references in Japan. And it says like her name is really melodic because the characters in her name, I think, represent like music and something else. I can't remember.
So like Dragon Ball does food.
Yeah, and and with this one, there were so many moments that touch your heart. That there's one halfway through it where the main guy is he kind of just points out someone's trying to kind of basically take away their memories, and he says, "You have no right to do that. Those were our lives. No matter how crappy they were ours. You can't take away what's ours." When I saw that, I was like, "Oh."
What type of anime is it, Jose?
Now, this is the funny part because this anime has almost everything that you would want. I would say it's maybe a little bit more on the quote-unquote drama
I would say
overall,
yeah,
but it has this comedy. It has
Does it have its action?
action,
fantasy.
It has all these different things, which is why I love it because it doesn't really follow into a certain genre. It's kind of like I'm trying to think of something in English that would, or in America that would kind of relate
I don't
to
think
it.
there's one that you can find, but it's
No.
very it's a very unique anime.
It's only
in itself.
13 episodes long?
12.
12?
13, yeah.
I just
Yeah.
looked up the cover. I've seen that at stores before.
Yes.
It's a good show.
You will cry at the end. Just to let you know, you will cry.
This is one of the...
Challenge accepted.
This is one of those animes that otaku or people that love anime mention when they talk about animes that make you cry, and Angel Beats usually comes up as one of them. So my number 3rd pick, Angel Beats, solid anime, solidified me as an anime lover. David, number
Suck it,
3.
David.
All right. Number 3. You took my number 2. I'm going to tell you that much. Number 3. So when I came home from my LDS mission, I wasn't really wanting to get into anime. And then
Yeah.
I took a break, basically. And so when I came back,
That's a different
Jose and Diego were at my house, and so was Paul, and they're saying, "Oh, you gotta watch this show." And I was like, "Well, what is it?" And it was a comedy. And so my number
They
3.
didn't tell you that. I told you that, you liar.
You all were there.
Anyways.
I was the one. Give me credit.
Okay, so number 3 is School Rumble. School Rumble was it was the beginning of me getting back into anime because it was funny. It wasn't ecchi. It was considered mature, but I can understand in some parts. But overall, it was like PG, right?
Yeah.
The superhero one is what.
Oh my gosh! But that show was great. They had great characters. They had Tenma, they had Yakumo, Eri, they had Kurasama, Harima. Harima was
He stole the
my
show.
favorite one. He stole the show, even though he technically was like a side protagonist. And I really felt for him all throughout the show. I want him to get what he wants, but then I also wanted Eri to get what she wanted. Not so much Tenma. I loved the character, but I didn't like how she was over she wanted Kurasama.
Such a good comedy, man.
But it was a great comedy. It had they parodied so many other animes like Initial D.
They parodied Dragon Ball Z.
They parodied Dragon Ball Z. They parodied a lot of like the 90s shonen animes. And after that, I started watching a lot more animes and didn't look back. So that's my number 3. School Rumble. Mayos.
My number 3 is
What?
Inuyasha is my number 3.
I was going to say.
I'm scaring the crap out of them.
Wait, hold on a second. How did you get those two confused?
I didn't. I just wanted to see their face. I wanted to see David's Sharingan again. Actually, I think it almost turned into a. I think it turned into a Rinnegan there for a sec. Actually, it got to the third section.
I'm surprised we aren't still bullied for all the things that we say.
So anyway, Inuyasha is my number 3, and that's an easy number 3 for me.
Yeah.
I
thought you were just gonna drop the mic and not even say why is your number 3.
Because you drop the mic and walk out of the house before David kills me.
As soon as you said like that's my number 3, and as soon as you said number 3, move on, Diego. I thought that's what you were gonna say because a lot of people know Inuyasha.
Inuyasha is so freaking good. My gosh, I know I complain about the ending, but it's not the ending. It's the adventure.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care about the ending. You don't want an ending. You just want to watch.
I will be honest.
It's like watching a Simpsons episode. You just want to watch another Inuyasha episode.
I'll be honest though. Never finished it. So most of the episodes never finished it.
I would say read it.
I'd say read it.
Because third act goes by too fast. Doesn't explain
It's a lot
enough.
more mature too.
We talked about
nice.
Yeah.
It's a lot more mature in the manga too, which is nice. It's more adult.
Mm-hmm.
You leave your imagination for what I say on that. Okay. But anyway, it's one of those. What kind of genre do you call those? It's kind of almost like those like Sailor Moon types, one of those fantasy kind of things. Not that Sailor Moon was like.
It's kind of like a crossover with a shoujo and a shonen. I would say.
It's both shoujo shonen.
Exactly. I mean, you get like the shonen fighting when you want, but then you get the drama when you want it as well. And what's cool about that anime is what I loved is the characters. Oh my gosh, I watched an episode of like the side characters. And it wouldn't be filler, or even it was. Like, there's episodes that were filler. I had no idea they were that good, or you don't care. You just want to see the characters, you know? And every episode is just fantastic. Sorry.
We need to make it a video podcast, I think, because that was the funniest way to describe the characters. I've never seen it like that.
That was Baroku.
He was doing this hand gesture in the air, and I'll just leave you to imagining what he was doing.
Diego's yawning, so I had to hand to him, you know?
Oh my god.
Anyway.
On that note, hurry up, Miles. Go to
Sorry,
Diego.
Moroku was on my mind on that, you know?
Oh, wow.
But anyway,
oh
that anime... The villain, which is side villain, he almost like a Vegeta character. So Shomaru, Inuyasha's brother, he is. Gosh, he's one of the. We have to do we should do a topic about this. Greatest top characters of all time. He definitely be one of my top list.
Like evil characters. I was like,
I like evil. I like the evil ones.
I would have been like, okay, One Piece.
Give me an evil laugh.
Oh, dang. So anyway, that's your number 3. It's a solid
I love the characters. I love the story. The story is very fantasy, but at the same time, it's just you get the action, but then you get that comedy is like one of the first anime comedy.
Miles, you gotta stop with that.
It's a comedy, all right. It's a comedy.
That's not why he's laughing.
Diego just needs to wake up. Anyway, Inuyasha easily number 3. It always has been my number 3. My number 3 have always been steady.
Okay.
Well, my top 3s. I know what my top 3s are.
All right.
Anyway.
Okay.
Diego.
Okay.
Number 2. No more yawning.
My number 2, quote unquote number 3, because Gurren Lagann beats it no matter what, even if it's a really good one. And I think all you guys know what it is.
I don't.
People might get pissed.
Dragon Ball Z.
No,
Oh.
it's Attack on Titan.
I was waiting for
hate you,
somebody to say
Diego.
that.
I joined late and
Really late.
really late on watching the
Like
show.
it's on Blu-ray late. Almost.
Yeah, and
Spain. Blu-ray.
It's very
I can't believe I didn't watch the show. I honestly can't believe. When I was watching this show, I was like, how did I not watch this?
Mm-hmm.
How in the world did I not watch this in the beginning?
Well, we all know you're an idiot. You just proved it to yourself.
Oh.
I love you.
No bullying.
I hate you.
I said I love you at the end.
But
I'll still give him a hug. It's fine.
it lives up to its hype.
Yeah.
As every anime person in this world who's watched this show, no, I highly doubt there like maybe a little bit of people that don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But on top, like everything to like, the animation is great.
One of
Storytelling
the
is
best. It's like, you watch it and like you're looking at like, well, there was $100. There was $100. There was $100. Punch is $100. $500 for the transformation. Like, it looks good.
it's
it's at $1 million.
animation.
First 5 minutes.
Okay, like these are the reasons. The animation
Okay.
is great. The storytelling is amazing.
Right.
The music,
Oh,
just
music is so
it
good.
just draws you
Which
in.
One of
the
the first ones I
soundtrack
wanna
is
hear a
coming in,
soundtrack.
David.
Soundtrack is
My-
like $60.
Oh, I got it for cheaper, and it's coming in pretty soon. Probably
Yeah.
next week.
I was gonna order it.
I'm going to
You should rent it.
download it.
Legally, what he means on iTunes.
Yeah.
I don't think it's on iTunes.
I will
But-
go One Piece on it.
Diego.
But just like they have the whole first season on Netflix, and if it wasn't for Netflix, I probably wouldn't have seen it. But it's
It lives up
amazing.
to the hype.
It lives
Yep.
up to its hype. It lives up to people cosplaying them. It lives up to
Oh, the cosplays have been incredible.
it lives up to
Right?
everything. The
Oh, yeah.
merchandise. Like,
Remember that
if
chick
you,
from Anime Bonsai?
Mhm.
Can we just showing?
Join the Survey Corps.
just
One
the
Maria.
show is just
I'll give it a
great.
survey.
The show,
10 chibis.
yeah, I give the show 10 chibis.
Let's talk about the girl.
Yo tengo la llave para entrar a mi casa.
All my Spanish listeners will understand that.
I'll
Somebody explain this.
I'll explain it to
What
Miles
did he
later.
say?
Okay,
I
but
need to see subtitles over here.
So Diego.
Google Glass.
Yeah, Google Glass.
Google, if you're listening, give us money.
Okay, give us
That's a
Google
good
Glass.
idea.
We send us your stuff. We'll advertise it here.
Yeah.
We'll shamelessly plug
That would be
anything.
sick, Diego.
Brought to you by
All the
Google.
Spanish people talking crap, I just look at them, it's like, bitches, I know what you're saying.
But then they would be like, "Oh yeah, también nosotros," because they will have a Spanish Google Glass.
¿Y vos?
El Google.
El Google.
But Attack on Titan is
Attack on
amazing.
Titan.
It's my number 2, quote unquote, number 3.
Right,
Okay.
solid pick.
Wait,
I would.
didn't you have a quote-unquote two?
Well,
Because Gurren Lagann was number 2,
Oh.
quote unquote, number 3.
I was surprised that
You're-
David didn't take this one earlier.
Well,
Because
this
it's
is top,
better.
top.
It's because he didn't understand how this was going on, huh?
I didn't want to put it up higher. I'd rather have it be a number 2 for Diego than be a number 5 for me.
No. It's not about that. It's about
It's
winning.
all about that now.
Okay, so,
So-
Jose, number 2? Yeah,
Through-
number 2.
Yeah,
Two.
number 2. What? Where would I go with this one? I'm trying to be solid here, and
I'm surprised he hasn't. Oh, that's probably number 1. I think. I know
Solid,
what
you're
your
kinda
number one
solid.
I think I know which one David is going, and I'm not gonna take it because
No, take it. It's fine.
because
No,
I didn't
'cause I
finish
have-
it. How could I take something that I haven't finished?
That's true.
Then you can't take it.
Exactly. So I would have to go with another anime that I've finished.
Okay.
Okay.
And this one, I always like to give like a little background before I actually even say it.
I don't want to know your hentai stories.
I don't have any of them.
I hope not.
Well, one time I was watching. No,
Ah!
so
Etchy.
my number 3 has to go with Haruhi Suzumiya, and I don't think nobody's gonna pick
That's number
this
2.
one. No, you were gonna pick that one?
No. That's your number 2.
Yeah, number 2. Okay.
That's a good
So-
show, though.
The reason I like Haruhi Suzumiya, I never really got into Harry Potter, like the books or the movies, really, for that matter. But Haruhi Suzumiya came in at a time in my life where I wanted something that I could really get into, that was something different. And now Haruhi Suzumiya, we talked a bit about this in our previous podcast. The reason that it's different for me is that she basically is kind of like a god, but she doesn't realize it. And throughout the show, the people around her are trying to stop her from realizing this because they know that she wants to have this crazy world where there's aliens, where there's monsters, and if she wants it, it will happen. So they're trying to stop her from realizing that she's a god, so that regular life for everyone else continues.
What's the name of the anime?
Haruhi Suzumiya.
The melancholy of
The
Haruhi
yeah.
Suzumiya.
There you go. But there's how many books are there right now? I think I have the whole collection of books. I really need to read them. There's only
Like
two.
the manga volumes?
No, the books, because it came out as a
They're novels.
Oh,
novels.
what?
Yeah.
It isn't one of those ones that like you go through like 10, 20 pages and you also get like a picture, is it?
Yeah, that's a light novel.
kind.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah,
I've
that's
seen
what
them
it is.
before.
Kind of. So I got all the books. I need to finish it. I finished the season, and it really leaves it open for a lot of things that goes on. David knows more about it because he reads the back of the books. So
I actually read the books too.
Oh, okay.
I have. I think I've read 4 of your books. In all the time I've been here. You just haven't realized.
So Haruhi Suzumiya is a really good anime. I don't think it's a good for people that don't really like a lot of anime stuff. It's more of
It looks like I just looked up some pictures. It kind of looks like a preferred.
Yeah.
How do I say that? It's very.
selective.
It's very selective. Like
Yeah.
you know what you're getting into. if you
Yes,
watch
yes,
it.
yes. The story wise is pretty solid. You have a little bit of romance hinted here and there, but you're dealing with time travelers. You're dealing with espers, aliens and stuff like that. So that's why I really got into it, because this was something different than what I was watching at that time.
Is
So
there
that's
fighting in it.
some fighting, not really that much, and not really what you would.
it's not
want.
centered. It's nothing important to the story.
Yeah.
So there's not really much.
Okay.
So it's more about the story than anything. But that's my number 2.
Okay.
David, hit us up.
All right.
Who's the hip hop apps?
Oh my god.
Okay, number 2, David.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
number 2. I wanted to do a double 2, but I'm not going to, because I'm pretty sure my number 2 will be someone's
Number 1.
number 1.
Okay.
So number 2, like Jose said, it's one that he didn't finish, but I did. This one got me more into the drama category in anime. Number 2 is Clannad and Clannad After Story.
I've heard a lot about this anime. Not
It's really
just,
good.
Not
So-
just from you guys.
So this one is from.
It's a good show.
It's not Kyoto. It's TBS, right?
Rigo's still here, people.
Kyoto.
It is Kyoto Animation. This is before they started going into their moe style. Like it has a different
It's
art style.
moe-ness to it, but it's
Mhm.
it's,
It's like a
serious.
prequel to it.
Nipple.
Oh,
No,
wow.
But basically, the whole premise is there's nothing. Everything's average, and it's just an average love story basically. And in the show, in basically in Clannad, the first part, it's how Tomoe, and this is a spoiler, how Tomoe and Nagisa get together, and then Clannad After Story tells you what happens after, and it pulls your heartstrings. In the first Clannad, and then Clannad After Story does that even more. It does. There's 2 huge events that happen that
Makes you choke up.
yeah, it makes you choke up, and you're just like, why did this happen? Curse you, stupid
You
writer!
want to
Why'd
stop? You want to stop watching the show, but
seriously,
you
you want to stop watching the show, and then it takes another turn, and it adds this kind of fantasy.
Well, you see it throughout
Feel,
the
yeah,
series.
you see it throughout, but you don't understand what this
You
story,
have
this
no
side
idea
story,
what
it makes no sense, and then they tie it all up in the
Oh,
end.
like Neo Genesis Evangelion.
Oh no! And so they tie it up all in the end, and it turned out to be a happy ending,
Oh,
happy and sad. And also on top of that, what I also liked about Clannad is they added 2 ovas to it, and it's kind of a what if story. If he had gone with this girl, with Tomoyo, or if he had gone with Kyo. And if any fans, for me, I hate harem shows because either he doesn't pick anyone at all, or he picks the obvious person, and it's stupid. So with this one, the writer's like, oh, I'm going to give you a what if story if he was with this person or with this person. So I liked it that they did that. So they gave us a lot of
It
service.
reminds me of like those Tenchis when you remember those alternate episodes where they did with Tenchi being like with every different girl. That
so
was
he was
weird.
popular.
But the way that they did that was awesome. So solid pick for me, Clannad.
Number 2. And this is also another anime. If you talk to otakus that tell you which anime made you cry, Clannad After Story is another one.
Yep.
Okay, so
I think I know what his number 2 is, and he's a rat bastard.
I'm gonna rock paper scissors, David, for if I can say
You
this.
can take it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait,
Halo,
paper, scissors, me.
Halo animated TV show.
But the problem is, if I lose this,
I
I
approve.
have no freaking clue what my 2 would be.
Claymore.
Not the anime. We're doing top 5 anime. Well, that's an evil laugh right there. Good job, buddy.
I'll let you have it. This is not going to be my official number 1.
Can
then.
I
Okay.
do the the year gap, you can have the origin.
If you want to.
Is that fair enough? I think you said you
I'll
like the origin.
I'll let you do your thing. and then I'll
Just
decide
do
on at
it.
the end.
Well, didn't we have a topic that we could even do just sagas?
Yeah, we could do that.
No,
let's just do this.
There's not that
series.
many.
Just
Well,
series.
if we have the same one, then we can just say our favorite saga.
No,
It'd
it's
be
okay.
different.
No, just do
I'll give
series.
it up.
Sorry, everybody's listening. This is a big debate, actually, between a lot of us in
Series.
this podcast.
it's only 3.
All right, I'm just gonna say it. Digimon. No, I'm kidding. You like Digimon? Like, wait, what?
Did you?
How dare you take it from me? Nobody takes Digimon from me.
Jose, do the rap.
We're just gonna start fighting like in the animes where there's like a cloud around us and we're all fighting each other. It's totally gonna happen.
I'm in the background.
All right, I'm just gonna say it. Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
You sure you don't want me to say saga and you can
No,
have it?
just say-
You go ahead. It's
You're
okay.
good.
We all knew it was
Give you my
coming to this
blessing.
podcast from one of us.
Yeah.
It just happened to come on my roll.
I'll just take your
And
number one.
This is okay. You can have Dragon Ball
No,
Z back.
you can have. No, you can have. No, you can have. I'm kidding. I'm
dictator.
kidding.
He doesn't have anything to go with, so it's okay.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that's au contraire.
But this is David's number one, correct?
Yes.
I want to say that because if we can't talk about it, then I'm going to give the honorable
This is
shout-out.
probably top 2 for Diego as well.
Is this top one or top
This is
two?
number one, but
Okay.
I'll put some.
Okay, so I want you guys to talk about it with me then.
Okay.
So top two.
Everyone.
This is my top two. This is David and Diego's top one. Dragon Ball Z. If it was, and I'm pretty sure you two will agree with me. If it was not for this anime, we'd probably not be into anime or to the extent that we are today.
We wouldn't be doing
It
this
was-
podcast.
We would not be doing this podcast.
Nope.
David,
No, I don't know about
where
you guys.
are our icon? No, same with you. Even though you didn't understand, it kind of was to get you into, introduce you to anime.
No. And I've watched anime before Dragon Ball Z, but I didn't know it was anime.
Yeah. Well,
Anyways,
I'll get into this with another time, but
Yeah.
the thing that started out most Hispanic people is Saint Seiya.
Either that or Super Campeones.
Captain Tsubasa in English. Saint Seiya is on a completely different level.
Okay.
Like, even grown people would have stopped working. Works actually stopped to watch this anime. But
It's
carry
still
on.
going.
Actually, I have to commend Dragon Ball too because I wouldn't know all of you guys if it was for Dragon Ball
Yeah.
as well.
Yep.
We would not be as close friends as we all are. So,
Spend
to
all
be
that
honest,
money.
this anime could be number one for different kind of reasons because
Sentimental
it wasn't.
reasons, too.
It's more sentimental to all of us. If it wasn't for that show, I don't think we'd all be interlaced. I think we can all agree on that where
Yeah.
we are. And that anime is just the one that it was kind of our gateway anime for us. It was the first thing to introduce shonen. It didn't have as much drama. I mean, when we were little kids, all we wanted to see was explosions. And Dragon Ball delivered, and it gave detailed stuff to where that I think we all liked too. Was how do I say this? You could do topics where kind of like in Naruto universe now, where you could theorize what's going to happen next,
Right.
or what the new power up is, or how they're going to save, or who's going to die, or who's going to protect who. And the only thing is, I mean, it did have some D value stuff. As I go older and watched it now, is where the death value isn't really there in Dragon Ball Z. I mean, it affected us as kids, but now I watch it now, it doesn't have that as much. But that's not the point of the show. The point of the show to me was the characters are fun. It was more the rivalry and the growing of age and
Death has no power over me.
the action in there. I mean, Dragon Ball is definitely considered one of the most powerful animes of all time. It's the strongest characters of all time. It's in that group.
Ooh.
And
Another
Goku
topic.
is the anime. Well, I suppose it's one of those. He's in that group of strongest characters of all time.
We should
but-
do that.
Anyway, just oh my god, I forgot. What I was gonna say.
Well,
man.
so to kind of steal a little bit of your thunder away, I would say that this is probably means a lot to a lot of people because it was probably one of the few and first animes and overall
people saw.
cartoons that they actually, if they were following Dragon Ball, that they made that jump to Dragon Ball Z, could have never thought that could be as good as what they already had loved and turned out to be even better in a sense.
Now I know what I was going to say, and it's reference to that. How I said Sonic and Mario are the video games of what we iconize. Anyway, to me, the icon of anime to a lot of people, even parents or people that don't watch anime, they know who Goku is.
Yeah.
Goku is an iconic figure of anime.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Whether people like it or not, he is
He
a
will forever
Mario.
live as that.
He is a Mario definition of anime.
He's
And
reached
people-
a level that many
Wish they
other
had.
characters right now, even and creators, wish they could have. Yeah,
your One Piece, your Naruto, a lot of your shows
They're all
are all inspired by.
he is the Superman
Akira
of anime.
Toriyama is definitely the Stan Lee of a lot of anime people.
Oh yeah.
He really is. He is a Stan Lee of anime.
Even though
Yes.
Stan
Yeah.
Lee-
We wouldn't have a lot of the anime we like today.
definitely.
I mean, even
He set up
even
a new-
Street Fighter was inspired by that. I'm just saying, it's just that's just inspiring. But you know what? I talked about it, but this is your guys' number ones as well. Tell me some of your guys' thoughts on it.
I think you said you hit it pretty much on the spot.
did.
I like it. There's a lot of sentimental value for it because I watched it, and then I started talking to you, and that's how it started our friendship. All the times we spent all the money
Drawing
to do it, drawings, making comic books, making AMVs, ripping these bad quality video clips from God knows where
back
from
from
these.
VHS rips.
Yeah,
Quick information for the listeners. What was the songs that you most used?
dude, we used
Linkin Park.
Linkin Park
Linkin
in the
Park.
end.
Linkin
Yep,
Park,
Linkin
yep.
Park.
And we also made an AMV with Nelly number 1. That one was
Yep.
hilarious.
Nelly number 1.
Nellyville. No, Country Grammar. That was a
Country
good
Grammar.
album,
Yeah,
man.
but-
I think your brother introduced
Yeah,
us to
and then,
Nelly.
and then I remember, I don't know if Miles remember this, but we used to play Dragon Ball Z outside in his backyard.
and at school.
There was one time I remember,
We did.
I don't know, I think, and Miles would always want to be Trunks, and so he
Yeah,
was
and you always
Trunks.
want to be Guthead.
Yeah, and Miles, there was one time, I remember, that we were playing, I think for like 10 minutes, Miles was powering up, and I had to fight whoever I was pretending to fight for
I
like
was
10
totally
minutes.
turned to Super Saiyan 3.
It was
How old
the
were
funniest
we?
thing.
I
How old were
thought
we?
I had 10,
7?
11,
No, I was younger than that. It was like
No, it
4th
was-
grade.
or 9, 10, something like that. I don't know.
No, okay, you know what? I actually could have been 5th grade.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
thought where you were
we
going-
were chibis back then.
I thought what you were going
Chibi.
with that is that you guys were doing the fusion dance for
They
like
did
10
We
do
tried
minutes.
that.
We did try
We
that.
did try
we
that.
failed.
Yeah.
We were
It
not
didn't work.
flexible
It
enough.
It didn't work. I'm
That
sorry.
didn't sound
The
right.
height difference, just nah.
So, as a
David was short. Still is.
DBC is not on my top 5, but even so,
You respect it.
yeah, this is definitely an anime. Like you see the impact it had, even in America, especially, but even in South America and in other places, like you said,
Worldwide.
people know who Goku is. In the same sense that people know who Superman is and what he stands for, is the same way with Goku. Now, if somebody like loses respect for Goku, that's not really what this is about. This is about like what impact it had.
It's really what kind of started a big scene of anime in North
Yes.
America. And
That's what made
people don't want to
Funimation
admit
get
it. It is true.
Oh, it's
we would
so
not
good.
have Funimation if it wasn't for Dragon Ball.
And then
Funimation wouldn't be itself.
you
We
gotta-
wouldn't have
the
any
voice
voice
actors we have.
there's a couple things that went into effect here that made it so popular. If you realize, is the dub, the Funimation dub, Toonami.
Toonami wouldn't have grown.
Toonami would have. They both benefited from each other.
English lesson number 6.
Yeah, I know. But I
we
mean,
should've
it's
done this as a-
amazing. I don't think like coming in from Japan to here, like there was already buzz for it, but I don't think they realized how big it was gonna become.
It
Yeah.
blew up.
It's the proof is this. It's still alive today.
Yeah.
There's video games.
Still.
There's video games being made for it, and this show is
Dragon Ball Kai.
almost 30 years old. 30 plus
Since it
years
started,
old.
yeah.
Almost 30 plus years old, and it's still bringing out new.
It still holds
information.
up.
Akira Toriyama's doing Goku's mom right now. This is 30 years. This 30 years ago, I don't think he would have.
And
done
people are
one.
still going to read it.
Wait. Repeat that. What'd you say right now?
Akira Toriyama's making the story of
Oh,
Goku's mom.
okay. Just
It-
making
like
sure.
we're still getting fresh content to this day,
Yes.
and people buy it. We get a new Dragon Ball every year for video games, which is funny because people complain that there's so many video games. God, I remember when we were a kid, me and David, we were just happy to get a game of Dragon Ball
We had to do this weird thing on his PlayStation to play Ultimate Battle 22.
in Japanese because I remember this. There's a Blockbusters here in West Jordan. It's the one on 78th and Redwood. They're the only one that they had the final bout.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball GT, and they had the voice actors that were. They did have the original Goku from the original Dragon Ball from Ocean dubs.
Yep.
But a lot of the other characters just random, which is
Yeah.
funny. Like even Boo sounded like a girl. It was funny. But we tried to find that they had 2 copies, and it was funny. The one copy got scratched, and they had to throw it away. The last copy, we rented it a lot. We rented a PlayStation. That's back when you could rent consoles.
Oh yeah.
Back in the
Just
days.
to play it.
Genesis.
And it was funny. What's funny about that is they actually sold games back then. And
Yeah.
you could buy these copies, and I told my mom we need to go buy this. We go to buy it, it was sold.
On top of that, there was an English version there was an English version and a Japanese version. Was it Japanese? Was it Dragon Ball GT Final Bout? And the English was called Dragon Ball Final Bout? Or was it
Dragon
switched?
Ball Final Bout inside English, and it was Dragon Ball GT.
Yeah, and so you knew which one you had. And so didn't we have GT? Didn't we get the Japanese one?
Yeah, we listened to the girl Goku.
Yep. Still iconic.
You know what? I
But-
probably shouldn't have even done this as number 2. We should have done this as the last topic. I apologize.
No, that's okay.
Just
It's
an
okay.
honorable mention for this is one that holds a lot of value.
Yeah.
No,
so
it
All
was-
of us.
It was a long time coming. Like
Yeah.
people knew going into this one, somebody was gonna drop this
People
bomb
know-
eventually.
Yeah, people know how big Dragon Ball is, so I'm just going to end that note. Let's just go to Diego's number 2 because we can talk about
Number
this.
one.
Diego's number 1.
Oh, number 1. Sorry.
Parentheses.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Just number 1. Come
Okay,
on.
this
KO
is
Schoolgirl.
let's just call this guy an honorary mention. Bleach.
Okay,
Really?
I loved Bleach. I loved
Didn't
Bleach.
show me
that's a
drink.
good one.
It's a
It
great-
follows a lot of the Saint Seiya stuff in it.
Bleach, yeah.
In the beginning, it was kind of lame. Like the animation, I didn't like
Really?
personally. Yeah,
It gets
was
really
kinda-
good when it goes to the captains.
The Shinigami arc is when the animation.
Yeah.
to me went
I
like
concur.
It went like Cell Saga to me. It went like, whoa, these drawings got
Yeah,
good, right?
but like just the thing that captivated me was this average human who, well, not average, but he was able to
a regular dude.
Yeah, he was able to see ghosts and stuff, and then he
He's
becomes
Kuwabara.
Oh yeah.
he becomes Shinigami, you know,
Yeah.
and it just the story progresses, and you get through 3 seasons of trying to save a person, and then after that, I was like, holy crap, he's so freaking strong. What do you do now? And then they add more, and then it just gets intense and intense, and then they have a time gap, like a year or two,
Mhm.
and then he's just
That's
powerless.
a definite shonen.
Loses
right
his powers.
Full on action shonen.
He loses his powers, and he's learning how to fight with kind of his powers again, and it just gets better and better. And the show just gets,
I love the swords.
oh yeah, the bankais
Swords
and
with
everything.
power.
I need
It's
to-
cool.
There's just so much in this show. The music catches you in. The animation after a while it gets really
the
good.
rap
No.
rock.
The rap rock. Oh, it was just it was a good show. Like
Yeah.
that's my honorary mention. My
Good one,
quote
yeah.
unquote one.
Honorable mention.
Number one quote unquote honorable mention. That's
Otherwise, it
what
would have been
Uh,
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, but
Okay.
I'm
No, I was
glad
just
you
curious.
said it
I
because
was
we got
just
to be involved.
Talk
so.
about it.
All right, Jose. Number 1.
I'm really curious on this one. Actually,
I know this one.
No, you don't.
Okay, then I don't.
it's probably hentai.
No, it ain't. It's not Saint Seiya.
Oh,
Really?
that's weird.
Really?
Yeah, it's not Saint
I was
Seiya.
actually joking. I kind of
That-
figured it was.
That does surprise me.
Really? Wait. So Saint Seiya's not even in the top 5.
No, it's definitely in the top 5.
Why didn't you
But
say it?
because, like, again, I wanted to make this a different. So, because I want
But David's not
everybody
gonna
knows
pick
that Saint
Saint
Seiya
Seiya.
is like my favorite. Like Saint Seiya to me is your DVC.
Okay. Yeah. No, you've told me this.
That's how high.
And
it
it's
is
such
for
a
me.
good show.
I love that
Dun,
show.
I
dun,
want to
dun,
watch
dun.
it, but the animation's too old for me.
Understandable. That's
Now,
why
but would've
I
fucking
wouldn't
watched it.
recommend it to people because it's not only old, but it's also made into the more like quote unquote girly looking of even the guys look kind of girly in that shit,
With their
in the-
curly hair.
Yeah. So I mean, I love Saint Seiya, and Saint
Like
Seiya
the
is
old
what
school Gundam
started.
style.
Yeah. Oh
They
yeah.
look like
Right?
Kurama. They all look like
Yeah.
Kurama.
No, it looks older than that though.
Yeah,
To
but
me
they-
it looks
it's
like the
old.
old school Gundams.
It's old.
Yeah,
It's
like the
old.
original Gundam,
Yes.
Mobile Suit Gundam. That's what it looks like. Anyway, go on.
So yeah, I mean, definitely in my top 5. If we didn't care about double picking, that would have been my number 1 because I love it. That's what started to me in anime, and at the time I didn't know what was anime. But I have to go with an anime that I've seen most of the animes that make you, the quote unquote, make you cry. So I've seen Clannad. I haven't finished, but I finished the first season. I see the Angel Beats. I got teary. I didn't cry. It has to go with Anohana, the flower we saw that day. Now, this anime in particular is only 12 or 13 episodes long. I bought this on a whim last year.
Bonsai?
No,
Oh, okay.
no, that's
It was a-
Arakawa. This
oh,
was something
okay,
else.
yeah, I got you.
But so I always heard like this anime is really, really emotional. And I saw the first episode. I saw the first 3 episodes in Crunchyroll. You could watch it in Crunchyroll.
How many episodes are there total?
12, I think. 12 or 13.
That's how many it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll suffer through the animation then.
The animation is actually pretty good. But
It's
the story
great.
revolves around this group of friends that when they were kids they were friends, but when they grow up, kind of what happens in life, you kind of like drift apart. So it goes around this girl named Menma. She tries to bring back her friends together, and you learned this in the first episode, like the first couple minutes, is that she's actually dead. She's not alive, and she's a ghost. So the whole premise is how she's gonna help everybody else get together when only one guy of the friends can see him, and I forgot his name. But by the end of this anime, I watched it all in two nights. Again, it's not that hard to do with only 12 episodes, but I literally had a tear. I was like, I'm not going to cry. I knew the last episode was there, and I knew what I was going to get myself into. I'm like, I'm not going to cry. And then by the end of the episode, I was like getting teary-eyed, and then one of the characters says a line, and I can't remember what it was, but as soon as he said it, my tears just were like...
He pulled out his ice cream and brownie right then.
Yeah, I was like, oh, man, what?
I saw an AMV of that, and that's great.
Oh, my goodness.
I need to watch that.
It was so good. The only anime that made me cry, and again, this is one of the animes that people talk about making you cry, and definitely made me cry. I love the story. They made a movie recently, and Aniplex of America is gonna make money with me because I'm gonna buy that movie because I want to see what they did different. Now the movie relates to I believe 6 months after the series ends, and the friends kind of
Get together
and do something. I don't really want to give away what happens in the movie or in the anime, but 12 episodes long, touching story, really good animation, and such a good anime. Number 1, definitely.
Nice pick. Number 1, I actually juggled around with this. Dragon Ball Z was between number 1 and number 2. It was a mix between like 3 different ones. I'm not lying.
Does it start with an F?
It was hard.
What is it?
Maybe. I'm still thinking which one's gonna be.
I can't believe nobody actually said that one too. I was thinking about that.
I thought I was gonna be said. That's why it was.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna say it.
Wait, so you're gonna go for that one?
Yes.
Tell us what your other one was that you were thinking of.
My other one that was gonna pick was number 1 was going to be Neon Genesis.
Okay.
So that was gonna be my number 1.
But
the reason I
That's all I gotta
picked
say about that.
this one is because of the ending. Like I said, I hate animes that have such a huge open ending that...
That wasn't an ending. That was a cliffhanger.
no, but this is not his number 1 though.
That's not his number
No,
1.
I'm just saying Evangelion.
I actually can't believe nobody picked this one because I was.
What is it already? Our listeners want to know too.
Well, I'm pretty sure you guys should have thought of this. Is one of the, like I said, it's one of the gateway animes.
Attack on Titan?
No,
It's still on Netflix.
Still on Netflix. It's Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Really?
Yes.
This is the reason.
No, it's great. I just didn't see this number 1.
Oh.
Well, number 1 was taken,
Regardless.
I love you.
but
Solid pick.
He just gave me a Sharingan. I'm in a trance now.
but if you've not seen anime, this is the great anime. The caliber of it was amazing. The story of it was awesome. The pace was amazing. If you haven't seen it, it basically is about it's a journey of 2 brothers. All right, and their search to get their bodies back because they use alchemy, and they try to use it to transmute their mom who passed away to bring her back to life.
Idiots.
And when they made this circle, there was a prize to be paid to open this portal of
That's
truth
the
is
one
what it's
rule,
called.
Yeah.
And it's taboo amongst all alchemists. And when they opened it, not only did they fail in bringing back their mom, but the younger brother Alphonse lost his body, and Edward lost his leg. And Edward, the older brother, to bring back his brother,
his arm too.
this is after when he wanted to bring back his brother.
Oh yeah.
He used the transmutation circle. He used the body of armor to bond Alphonse's soul to that armor, and the price that he paid for that one was an arm. And so he becomes an alchemist. That's why he's called the Full Metal Alchemist. And so the entire journey is them trying to get their bodies back. You know, he's not the strongest character. He's not the smartest, but and that's not important. That's not the whole point of the show. It was just what they're willing to do to get their bodies back, to go back to normal, and the prices they're willing to pay. And you know, the quote that he says, you know, at the end is, you know, we can't gain anything without sacrifice. And his little quote, you know, it says, if you can endure through all that pain, then you've won. You have a heart full of metal. And just the ending, everything ties together, and it was just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And that one choked me. And so, like I said, if you've never watched anime, go watch this one. You will love it. Go watch Attack on Titan. Go watch Death Note. Go watch Dragon Ball Z. Number 1, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Solid choice.
Those were great. I enjoyed this.
And you're missing one person yet.
Missing, yeah.
Miles.
The last one.
Number 1.
We already know who
you guys
this
all
is.
know this one.
Steam.
Yes. I guess a shout out to my boy Brooke.
We have a special guest.
He asked all you women if he can see your panties.
Oh.
This is the PG
Yo.
podcast.
Hey, that's Brooke, okay? You can't deny Brooke. If he wants to ask if your panties,
You
you can beat
can't
him up.
deny- you
Yeah, you
can't
can beat him up. It's fine. He'll take the hit.
Just in case you don't know what he's referring to, Miles.
One Piece. Now, this is a true number 1. And this is, it's weird. Dragon Ball Z has always been my number 1 anime to go to. It's always been my top note one, and
Right.
David knows that too because it's sentimental value. Lately, though, I watched One Piece last year. I caught up with 650 so episodes in probably less than a month.
Mm-hmm.
When I watched, I got home, and then when I went to work, I had to read the manga. Then when I left out the manga, I'd watch the anime, and not only did I do this to catch up, but I could not get enough of it. And then once I was done with it, I had to watch the movies. This anime, to me, it's a lot of it's very similar to Dragon Ball in the characters, and even the, it's even even the creator has also said as well that a lot of his creations came from Trigun and Dragon Ball, but mostly Dragon Ball. Akira Toriyama to him is his god. Like, he worships Akira Toriyama pretty much.
Right.
And you can see a lot of the aspects of it inside the anime. The thing, I guess, what I like about it, which makes it number 1, is I don't want it to end. I know it's a long anime, but there is progression, even though it's slow. But it's one of those ones like a sitcom. You laugh every time there's a new episode. The comedy in that, I've never laughed hard. It's bad because when I watch it in public with my iPad and I laugh out loud and people look at you like, what the hell? Or even my coworkers look at me like, what the hell are you watching? Because I can't. Like, I'm trying to hold my mouth when I laugh. The comedy in that is some of the best comedy I've seen in my life, of not anime, of anything. And
Right.
I am dying. My stomach is hurt. I've gotten ab workouts from this anime. Okay?
That's the real hip hop abs right there.
This is like, and the cool thing is, even though there's the anime cliches in it, One Piece actually has a lot of its own cliches that it's created, which I love.
Right.
The best thing about it to me is not only the characters, it's the development of the characters, how they grow. And it is a story that also gives you a real perspective of war, politics, death, how to deal with death, how to grow. And to me, it's just, I love the character designs. The characters in it, the names, and just some of the side characters. Like, they even have crocodiles that are trying to eat the main characters, and they have bananas on the top of their head.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the banana crocodiles?
The banana crocodiles. So it's just one of those shows. What? I mean, it's about pirates. If you guys haven't seen it, it's easily, okay, it is now becoming in Japan the biggest gross-selling anime manga as well of all time. It is the biggest one that's made the most money. They even have an exhibit for the pirate ship, a real-life size pirate
I've seen that
ship
one.
there.
Are we going there,
I
Miles?
I want to. It's on my bucket list.
And then we'll buy all the POP statues.
It is so popular down there that it has its own product line for perfumes, for clothing.
You mean I can smell like Sanji? Oh, thank goodness.
But I don't think that'll work.
I'm not going to get any girls.
Yeah, I was going to say you won't get any girls. But
Gives you etchy powers.
oh my god.
But
anyway, yeah, it has its own clothing. It's that powerful an anime down there, and there's a reason why. And guys, there is a reason why this is the number 1 rated anime of all time in history.
right now, yeah.
It is. It's broken the. I'm talking by records.
It took
I'm not
over.
talking by opinions.
It
I'm
took
talking-
over, yeah. Like, it
by-
took over DBC, which I didn't think it was going to
It
do
did.
so with the latest
Didn't it barely
movies.
too?
What?
Didn't it barely break over?
No, that
to
was a couple years ago.
Yeah.
It is growing and growing. We have our top 10 of biggest selling movies to hit. One Piece has been constantly breaking 4 and top 3, and that's even live action movies.
Mm-hmm.
It is that big. I don't think people realize it. I'm not talking by opinion factors. I'm talking by numbers.
Facts.
This is numbers, the facts. One Piece is the biggest anime of all time in history.
Now, I'll hit you with some knowledge, Miles.
What? And it deserves it. I'm just
No,
going
yeah.
to say that.
Oh, yeah.
The knowledge is
for
that
sure.
I also enjoy One Piece, and it took one AMV for me to actually.
That is true.
For the longest time, I remember watching One Piece back in the days when it first came into America, and I was like, "This is kind of slow. This isn't for me."
You watched it originally in English? Like
yes,
that?
yes.
Okay, I never did that.
I watched when it came to Fox first.
Whoa, I know I did this. By the way, people, I just watched this early last year.
Yeah, you just barely came into this,
Or
but
late 2012. I'm
2012,
new. I'm
2012,
new. Yeah.
2012, yeah. But what happened with it was that it was kind of slow with me. And it was at that time that I wasn't really getting that much into anime. So I was like, nah, this isn't for me. And I didn't really like it.
How old were you?
Probably 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, this anime's a long-running anime.
Yeah,
It's like on its 12th year, 11th year?
It's definitely one of, I would say, like you could definitely jump into it right now and probably enjoy it, but
My cousin just started that. He's 400 episodes in 1 month.
Right. But what I mean...
He's addicted.
What I mean by that is like you could probably go into episode 300 and enjoy it from episode 300 and on.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it really builds up when you start from the get-go. Now, I've only caught up to episode 3-something. And the reason I started watching One Piece was because of AMV. That there's a big spoiler in that AMV, but...
Oh,
I'm
I
not
know what you're talking about.
Miles already spoiled it.
Shinedown sings that song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miles
Oh, that
spoiled
sounds
it
good.
like 3 episodes ago on his top, or 2 episodes ago on his top moments in anime. I'm not going to repeat it just in case people forgot. But I saw that and I'm like, wow, I need to watch this. And I started watching it and started reading the manga. And it's a really good show. And I'm glad I gave it a second chance because
You can
there's
see
impact.
why it's held as a legendary anime.
Yes, because there's impact to them.
Huge.
If people die, they remain dead. They
No
don't come
Dragon
back.
Balls, people.
Or in Saint Seiya, if let's say in One Piece, if somebody loses their eyesight, they're most likely gonna be blind. They're not gonna have their eyesight brought back
Yeah,
to
everybody
them.
keeps thinking like Zoro's gonna have some special power. No, I'm pretty sure it's gone.
Yeah, and like
They're
that's
pirates. It's a pirate scar.
that's why I loved it. There's the comedy, but there's also the impact to it.
It's the
And
characters what make that show.
Watching the movie with you, that
Strong World.
Strong World, I loved it.
God, was that not good? I give that 10 chibis. That was so good.
But yeah, it's such a good anime. If you want to watch something, maybe Naruto's not your style, but go into One Piece, check it out, episode 9
Maybe
or whatever.
Dragon Ball was in your style, but
Yeah.
it has a little bit of those elements
Yeah.
that make it fantastic. I know, David, I keep trying to tell you, I know you'll get to it eventually, but when you do, I know it's going to be a breakthrough for you. It really will.
And now
'Cause
that
I know
you-
the types. I know the animes you like. Your Yu Yu Hakusho's, your Naruto's, your Bleach. A lot of these are influenced. It's in there.
David and I don't really have a genre that we like. We just watch anime.
It's true, but it also has that other comedy and the drama
Yeah.
stuff that David
Yeah.
likes. It's everything David loves, and I really hope you get to it one day.
just like Gurren
You
Lagann.
know me too well.
It's going to be a big one for you, dude. It really is.
Solid pick.
That's real manly combinations right there.
So there you go. We're done.
So we didn't make it to our last topic, right?
Oh, don't tell him. I wasn't even going to mention that.
Oh, sorry.
Dang, we're going to delete this. That's our top 5. We should have known coming in that this was going to be such a long episode because of top 5 and
All
because
because
of
of Jose. Like, Jose, what do you want to pick for your random top list?
What?
Random top series of all time. Like,
top series
you're
of all time.
serious? Really?
I knew what was going on, but the reason I wanted to do this is because now we have such a nice diversion of different animes that other people might not have heard of.
Yep.
So, that was really good. I want to know if our listeners would like to tell us their top 5 at least, or
I love
comment
that.
it.
Oh yeah.
Go to
just
iTunes, leave us a review,
go
send
on
us an
the website,
email.
Go on Facebook. Yeah.
Yes.
Just send us some feedback. Let us know.
We'll do
anything.
shout outs. If you don't want to have a shout out of your name, let us know. If you're embarrassed.
If you want to be known
Don't do
as
last names.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
give us your
Hip Hop
gamer,
Anonymous. Thank you. You give them all the easy
give,
ones.
give us a gamer tag.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
easy.
care.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys want.
Yeah, we want to hear from you. We want to talk about what you want to hear about. So
We are
like I said,
here to please you guys.
Yes. So it's
It's our
Chibi No
voices.
Podcast at Gmail,
Mm-hmm.
Twitter at Chibi No Podcast, and then Chibi No Podcast on our Facebook. And if any of you know us personally, you can leave us a text or whatever. So
Do we want to do an ending out here with new releases? Just saying real
Yeah.
quick.
Quickly, also remember that we have a page, channel actually on YouTube, Chibi No Podcast.
yeah, Chibi No
We're going to
Podcast.
be
out.
uploading all the podcasts eventually there.
Yeah, we'll be uploading this week episode.
I'll get 5 and 6. up.
4,
Okay. Yeah, there's
4 and
episode
5.
4.
You can
Is
upload
4 not
episode
on
4 and
there?
5. I don't think so.
Okay, I'll check.
Also, we have a little secret weapon now that we might be able to put some other things in there, so keep posted on that.
Keep an eye
Keep
out.
Oh,
watching.
yeah.
We got some surprises coming.
Oh, this is gonna be
don't worry.
awesome.
This is gonna be fun.
I can't wait for okay, this might be a little spoiler. I can't wait for our voiceovers.
Oh.
That's gonna be awesome.
We're working on stuff for the YouTube
It's gonna
page.
get better. People, it's not just gonna be our voices. You're gonna hear. You're gonna see our sexy faces.
Oh. I might be wearing a mask. But regardless,
Jose will dress like a Kashi.
Wow.
All right, let's do some
David, hit us up with the new releases for
new
our listeners.
releases for next week. So that's February 10th to the 14th. Movies coming out: Winter's Tale. I don't know what that is. About Last Night and Date and Switch. I know those are comedies.
And Lego Movie came out today. By the way,
Lego
if you're
Movie came out
listening
today.
on Friday.
Yes, so go watch that.
Yes.
Music, there's not too much coming out. On Tuesday, the Band of Horses, they're coming out with their acoustic at the Ryman, I think is what it's called. And for J-pop, TM Revolution, I said before, they're teaming up with Scandal, and they're coming out with a single this week. It's called Count Zero and Runner's High. So Count Zero is TM's Revolution, and Scandals is Runner's High. So go listen to that. Also, the band Sid, who has done openings and endings for Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, they have a song called Hug coming out. And then for manga releases on the 11th, we have the Volume 1 of Deadman Wonderland. We have Hayate, the Combat Butler Volume 23, and Maggie, the Labyrinth of Magic Volume 4. So go to your nearest Barnes & Noble or Amazon and buy those manga volumes.
And video games. I can't wait for this. I got a pre-order with the collector's edition guidebook, which I probably won't even need, but it's cool because it gives me some DLCs. Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13 X3. Whether you like the new series or not, I'm excited for that one.
It's a good game.
Yes.
Good game. And The Last of Us, the Ellie's DLC. What's the DLC called?
The Many of Us.
Yeah, whatever.
Something like that.
Anyway,
No, it's not that.
We're gonna play it regardless.
I think it's
whatever
called
it is.
Left Behind.
Left Behind. Thank you.
And if you don't know, it's the prequel. It takes
well,
place.
It's
it is
in the story.
Well, yeah, but it's
not
a
before
prequel
Joel.
to
It's before the
Ellie's.
actual game, so
Yeah.
look out for
it's
that.
Ellie's prequel.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go.
So
That's Friday.
yes,
Yes.
that's Friday.
Tuesdays is Lightning Returns.
Yes.
So. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and PSN Metro Last Light is available now. So if you guys haven't played that game, great.
If you have PS4, Outlast.
Yeah, if you have PS Vita, Street Fighter vs. Tekken.
Yeah.
Sweet. So
Good
good stuff. Good stuff this month.
We are done, ladies and gentlemen. Again, follow us everywhere. Just Google Chibi No Podcast. You'll find us there. Leave a review. We are so thankful for any and all of our listeners. Once again, stay golden, my friends. And stand up to bullying. Don't let nobody bully you.
Yeah.
Peace out. I'm Jose Oliver.
This is David, the Smash fan. I love you.
Just do it, little brother.
Chibi No Podcast. We out.
It needs to be about 20% cooler.